If you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, Grainger understands that you go to great lengths, and sometimes heights, to ensure the power is always flowing. Which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Are you missing the sounds that matter most? What if you could hear every word, every laugh, and every moment crystal clear without spending thousands on expensive hearing aids? Introducing Audien Adam, the world's most affordable FDA-approved hearing aid. With the revolutionary A2 chip, you get premium sound, zero background noise, and a 24-hour rechargeable battery. They even have Bluetooth connectivity to connect to your cell phone or TV. Unlike those traditional bulky $5,000 prescription hearing aids, the Audien Adam is 90% smaller, 20 times cheaper, and works instantly. No visits to the audiologist needed. Audien Adam has over 500,000 happy customers who have trusted Audien Adam to restore their hearing. Our 100% money-back guarantee means zero risk to try. Don't like them? Simply return them and get your money back. They also come with a lifetime warranty. For the next 72 hours, the Audien Adam is 53% off. Go to tryhearingaid.com right now to order your pair for only $99. Again, go to tryhearingaid.com to order your pair for only $99. Order now before it's too late, as these hearing aids have sold out over 10 times this year. With Audien Adam, you can hear life again.
Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
We go to the movies on this Thursday with episodes of Stars Over Hollywood and The First Man She Met, starring Debbie Reynolds from 1952. The Lady Esther Screen Guild Players, an adaptation of the 1941 movie Skylark. Ginger Rogers in the starring role. This was from 1943. Screen Directors Playhouse from 1951. The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell, an adaptation of the 1948 thriller. And we'll wrap it all up with excerpts from the Amos and Andy Music Hall as Amos and Andy interview Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll. That could work out very interesting. Anyway, we thank you for being with us here on this Thursday. This is the 23rd day of August, 235th day of the year, 130 days left. Automobile tire chain patented on this date in 1904. Japan declared war on Germany in World War I on this date in 1914. Silent film star Rudolph Valentino died on this date in 1926 at age 31 of periodontitis in New York. Others passing away on this date include lyricist Oscar Hammerstein, Western actor Hoot Gibson, the leader of the Casa Loma Orchestra Glenn Gray, actor Francis X. Bushman, baseball player and manager Bobby Bonds, and composer and orchestra leader David Rose. He had his big hit in 1944, Holiday for Strings, and jazz trumpeter and frontman Maynard Ferguson, a wonderful man, and American puppeteer Jerry Nelson, Stephen Hill from Law & Order, and one of the toughest National Wrestling Alliance champions ever, Terry Funk. 1927, Nicola Sacco and Bartolomeo Vanzetti executed for the murders of two men during a 1920 robbery, that despite worldwide protests. In 1939, Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union signed a non-aggression treaty. In 1964, the album A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles was released. In 1992, Hurricane Andrew hit South Florida.
Dade County, as we know it, especially from the Kendall area south, is never going to be the same. It is fundamentally destroyed.
Dade County Emergency Management Director Kate Hale, the most destructive hurricane to ever hit Florida in terms of structures damaged or destroyed, and the costliest in financial terms until 25 years later when Hurricane Irma surpassed it. In 1996, Osama bin Laden issued a message entitled A Declaration of War Against the Americans Occupying the Land of the two holy places. I remember at the time I went on radio and says, folks, we need to take this seriously. People didn't, and you saw what happened. Let's roll on here. 2000, released on this date. Music from Toy Story 2 recorded by the Riders in the Sky, and that was Woody's Roundup. The album won the Grammy Award for Best Musical Album for Children at the 2001 Grammys. Tropical Depression 12, which went on to become Hurricane Katrina, formed on this date in 2005. It ripped through the Gulf and New Orleans and caused massive flooding. And to those people who say, well, you play this stuff up too much, you know that a lot of the damage in Katrina happened because people didn't take it seriously. And you have to take this stuff seriously, you really do. Barack Obama introduced his choice of running mate on this date in 2008.
And I'm proud to stand firm with the next President of the United States of America, Barack Obama.
That was Obama's choice. Senator Joe Biden of Delaware. Of course, a lot of people ignored the fact that Biden had to back out of previous campaigns because there were a lot of plagiarism accusations. And, Biden couldn't answer the claims. So, in 2010, Tiger Woods, the golfer, and his wife divorced. A magnitude 5.8 earthquake occurred in Virginia on this date in 2011. This woman felt it in Washington, D.C.
I was sitting there on the computer, and all of a sudden you felt the floor rumbling from under your feet. And when I stood up to go see what it was, the whole building just shifted like that and shook.
Now, out here in the West, a 5.8 isn't much. But back east, where the structures are not really built to withstand those quakes, lots of damage to monuments and structures. Damage estimated at between $200 and $300 million. Now, 3 years ago today, a jury convicted two men of conspiring to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer 2 years earlier in 2020. It was a victory for prosecutors in a plot broken up by the FBI and described as a rallying cry for a U.S. civil war by anti-government extremists. U.S. Attorney Andrew Burge, after the verdict was read, said,
posed a threat not only to the governor personally and her family, but also to innocent bystanders and to basic social order. No governor, no public official should have to contend with what Governor Whitmer contended with here. All of our elected officials, everyone, deserves to be able to live in safety and not in fear.
Adam Fox, Barry Croft Jr., also found guilty of conspiring to obtain a weapon of mass destruction as part of the plot. We turn to birthdays today, those who are no longer with us, and they include dancer, actor Gene Kelly, and actor River Phoenix, all born on this date, who are no longer with us.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
We all love Jeannie. We all dreamed of Jeannie. Barbara Eden celebrating her 94th birthday of today on this date. And in an interview, she basically said she knew when the show was, the show had jumped the shark.
I enjoyed the wedding episode. I enjoyed playing a robot. And the idea that she couldn't be photographed was hysterical to me. And when he said I do, she said I do instead of him. Things like that were very funny. I did not agree that they should have been married. That was something I didn't think should ever have happened. Because, first of all, it couldn't. They weren't the same species, as far as I was concerned. So, and it did kill the show. Because all the comedy was gone. She wasn't a housewife. This is a strange being from another world.
And yes, it was a cute episode, but yeah, that basically ended it. Barbara Eden, 94 today, and still gorgeous. From Cheers, Shelley Long is 76. Singer, actor Rick Springfield, 76 today. Is the actor? Yeah, Springfield not only was a recording artist, he also had an important role in General Hospital, as I recall. From Saturday Night Live and Jerry Maguire and the Ghost Whisperer, Jay Moore is 55. Jimmy Cahn's son, Scott Cahn, 49 years old today. He had a significant role in Hawaii Five-0. And she won an Emmy for The Bold and the Beautiful. Kim Matula is 37 today. Those just a few of the people who celebrate the 23rd day of August as their birthday. And if this happens to be your birthday...
Hi, we're the Four Freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you!
So I say we're going to the movies. 2 of our 3 features today are, in fact, motion picture adaptations. First one isn't. It's from the Saturday afternoon show Stars Over Hollywood from 73 years ago, August 23rd, 1952. Debbie Reynolds starring in The First Man She Met, and that's next.
You don't need to be ripped. You just need the right shirt. Epic Fits gives you a clean, confident silhouette, snug on the arms, soft on the skin, generous where it counts. And with deals like $15 per tee, they won't break the bank. Visit epicfits.com today. Epic Fits. T-shirts that get it.
Are you missing the sounds that matter most? What if you could hear every word, every laugh, and every moment crystal clear without spending thousands on expensive hearing aids? Introducing Audionatum, the world's most affordable FDA-approved hearing aid. With the revolutionary A2 chip, you get premium sound, zero background noise, and a 24-hour rechargeable battery. They even have Bluetooth connectivity to connect to your cell phone or TV. Unlike those traditional bulky $5,000 prescription hearing aids, the Audionatum is 90% smaller, 20 times cheaper, and works instantly. No visits to the audiologist needed. Audionatum has over 500,000 happy customers who have trusted Audionatum to restore their hearing. Our 100% money-back guarantee means zero risk to try. Don't like them? Simply return them and get your money back. They also come with a lifetime warranty. For the next 72 hours, the Audionatum is 53% off. Go to tryhearingaid.com right now to order your pair for only $99. Again, go to tryhearingaid.com to order your pair for only $99. Order now before it's too late, as these hearing aids have sold out over 10 times this year. With Audionatum, you can hear life again.
No one knows when disaster might strike. It could come in the form of hurricane, flood, blizzard, or fire, or by enemy attack. So it's wise to be prepared for any emergency. It's wise to take a Red Cross first aid or home nursing course. At least one member of each family should know how to take care of an injured person. Remember, in time of disaster, doctors, nurses, and other medical personnel will be difficult, if not impossible, to find. So take a Red Cross first aid or home nursing course now.
I get so embarrassed when I write something down wrong. This is Saturday. Yeah, and on this Saturday Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we're going to go to a show that aired on a Saturday, 73 years ago, August 23rd, 1952. Stars Over Hollywood, new star. Brand new star. She had done records, and I don't know if she'd done Tammy at this time or not. But we'll hear Debbie Reynolds in The First Man She Met.
Carnation Evaporated Milk presents Debbie Reynolds on Stars Over Hollywood.
I'm going to discard all the silly romantic notions I ever had about men. I'm going to scrap the idea that one man is a single bit different from the next. I'll marry the first man I meet.
Welcome to Hollywood, home and workshop of the world's most glamorous people. Each week, Stars Over Hollywood presents in person the world's best-known stars. Actors you've seen in motion pictures and heard on radio. Such famous names as Jan Sterling, Lee Bowman, Jane Wyman. Today, Carnation, the world's favorite brand of evaporated milk, brings you by arrangement with MGM, producer of the Technicolor picture Ivanhoe, starring Robert Taylor, Elizabeth Taylor, and Joan Fontaine, one of that studio's charming young stars, Debbie Reynolds. The transcribed story, The First Man She Met. Ladies, when you buy milk, remember that no other kind of milk has as many uses as Carnation.
Carnation for cooking.
Carnation for coffee.
Carnation for baby feeding.
No other kind of milk has as many uses as Carnation, because no other kind of milk has Carnation's own special qualities. More than double rich, you can use Carnation like cream. For just as it pours from the can, Carnation has the consistency of cream. And there's plenty of good, rich cream in every drop. For milk purposes, Carnation, diluted with an equal amount of water, gives you milk that's richer than your state standard for bottled milk. Whatever your milk needs, cooking, coffee, baby feeding, remember, it's thriftier, it's better to use Carnation, the world's favorite brand of evaporated milk. The milk from contented cows. And now, Act One of The First Man She Met, starring Debbie Reynolds in the role of Margaret. Curtain going up.
Another cup of coffee, George?
Thanks. You know, Paul, it's been a wonderful few days. I'm certainly glad I stopped by here on my way east.
I never would have forgiven you if you'd driven through without stopping. 23 years since we graduated. And it's taken all this time to get you to visit me.
23 years since you graduated, only 20 for me. I was a freshman when you were a senior, remember?
Yes, I'd forgotten. Well, at any rate, it is 23 years since we've seen each other. You never met Elizabeth.
No, I wish I could have. She must have been a wonderful woman.
Mm-hmm. Margaret's just like her.
And Elizabeth must have been tops. Say, where is Margaret this morning?
Oh, she'll be down in a minute. She fixed breakfast and then went back upstairs to finish those curtains she's making for Bert's office.
Oh.
I believe she thinks he's going to open a chintz store instead of a doctor's office.
You know, she seems more interested in the opening of the office than she does in her own wedding.
Oh, I guess it's just that Margaret and Bert have always known that they'd get married as soon as he'd finished his internship. But the office is a new proposition.
Well, I hope he makes out all right here. It's pretty tough hanging out a shingle in a small town that's always looked to one doctor.
Yeah. Oh, the kids will have a struggle all right, but they'll make out. Margaret's going to be his nurse and secretary and bookkeeper at first. She's got a good head on her shoulders.
She's got more than that, Paul. She's a wonderful girl. Yeah, if I were 33 instead of 43...
Well, I'm glad you're not. I wouldn't like hearing you call me father.
George calling you father, Dad?
Oh, no. He's bragging because he's 3 years younger than I am.
I'm just getting even because you insist on calling me Uncle George.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you don't like it.
Well, you two kids will have to fight this round without me. I've got to get to the store.
I have to leave soon, too. It's only a week until we open the office, and I have an awful lot to do yet.
Well, isn't Bert doing anything? It's supposed to be his office.
Well, he isn't as enthusiastic as I am, and he kind of resents the second-hand cabinets and the repainted desk and all of that. I even bought some used magazines for the waiting room. I got them for $0.05 apiece.
Well, I never saw a magazine in a doctor's office, or a barber shop for that matter, that wasn't very much second-hand. I'd say you made a good buy on those magazines.
Well, thank you, Uncle... George.
Oh, well, I can see that slip of the tongue is going to cause another discussion, so I think I'd better leave.
Oh, I'll let her get away with it this time.
Don't forget your lunch, Dad. I put it on the hall table.
All right, thank you, dear. Now, I'm sorry about leaving you, George, on your last day here, but, well, I just can't afford to stay away from the store another day.
Don't give it another thought, Paul. And don't forget, it's my treat at dinner tonight.
All right.
You know, it's funny. Born and raised here, I've never eaten dinner at the Continental Hotel.
Well, we'll shoot the works, from pheasant to champagne.
Well, I don't think they have pheasant, even in season.
Well, I'll settle for a steak. One, this thick. I'll see you tonight, George.
Okay.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Well, can I drive you down to that famous office, Margaret?
Oh, no, thanks, George. You just laze around and read the morning paper. I can catch a bus at the corner in, let's see, just 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes. I guess you'll have to leave right away, then.
Yes, I'm afraid so. But I do have to get the office done. You know, Bert and his career are the most important things in my life. And I guess they always will be.
What's the matter? Did you hit yourself, Margaret?
I hit the nail right on the head, only with my fingernail. This doggone cornice board's the most awkward thing I ever...
Gosh, I'm sorry. I should have offered to put it up.
Oh, that's all right. Bert, do you suppose there's a doctor in the house?
Well, I guess that'll be about the extent of my practice. Bandaging bruised thumbs. Well, let's take a look at it.
My, are we down in the dumps this morning, aren't we, Dr. Gibbons?
Yes, I guess I am. I just came from Dr. Lindley's. His waiting room was full, and I guess it always will be. I don't think a newcomer will stand a chance.
Oh, of course you will, Bert. It'll take a long time to build up a practice, but people will find out you're a good doctor, and they'll come. Well, you are a good doctor, aren't you?
I think so, but I don't think that's the important point. By the time anyone finds out, the little money I've saved up will be gone, And I'll be working as a drug clerk or a health inspector.
Oh, what in the world's got into you today?
Seeing Dr. Lindley's office, I guess. All the newest equipment. A brand new X-ray fluoroscope combination I'd give my eye teeth for, among other things. And an office that spells money and success. Leather chairs and a chromium and glass desk. And
But it isn't the office furniture that counts.
the heck it isn't. What'll people see when they come in here? A repainted desk, a couple of chairs we upholstered ourselves, a used cabinet we bought from Higgins Pharmacy, and an impressive array of dog-eared books I used in school.
I think you have a bad case of being sorry for yourself, Dr. Gibbons. I'd suggest a brand new wife and a change of scenery. Niagara Falls, for instance.
Niagara Falls. And we haven't really got the right to spend the money for a weekend there.
Well, I never wanted a Caribbean cruise, Doctor. Niagara Falls was good enough for my mother and Daddy, and
Well, it isn't good enough for me. And this office isn't good enough either. Not after what I've gone through to tack that MD after my name. Working my way through school for 6 long years, classes all day, and then a dozen menial jobs after school, and then studying half the night until my eyes gave out. For what? For this?
Well, what alternative have you got? What else is there to do but to open this office in as good a style as we can afford? And then later on, when we can afford better, we'll be...
Oh, what's the use of kidding ourselves? We won't ever be able to afford anything better.
Well, then,
Dr. Lindley's offered me a partnership.
Dr. Lindley, a partnership?
A full partnership. My name on the door, in letters just as big as his. Half the income of his office. The use of all his facilities, and as many of his patients as he can steer to me. His whole practice in a few years when he retires.
But why should he be willing to... Oh, I get it. Barbara Lindley.
Well, he didn't say it in so many words.
No, he wouldn't. Not the suave Dr. Lindley. But he's willing to treat you like a son-in-law right from the start.
I guess it does shape up something like that.
I see. Well, I won't hold you, Bert. I won't make any demands on you.
It isn't as though I gave you a ring.
No, you never gave me anything as tangible as that. Maybe you were lucky you didn't have enough to buy one.
Oh, you don't have to rub it in, Margaret. I know I'm being a heel. But if you dreamed and planned for things as I have...
That's right. I haven't had any dreams or
Oh,
plans.
I'm sorry, Margaret.
You needn't be. I won't create a scene. And I won't berate you. I don't think you're worth it. Barbara Lindley's welcome to you.
What'll you do, Margaret?
Well, that shouldn't worry you.
Well, it does.
Then I'll tell you. I'm going to discard all the silly romantic notions I ever had. And I'm going to scrap the idea that one man is a single bit different from the next. If he'll have me, I'll marry the first man I meet when I walk out this door. And I will, too. I'll marry the first man I see. If I know so little about Bert after all these years, I could know a man for a lifetime, and I would never...
Margaret.
Uncle George.
Can't break you of the uncle, eh?
Well, I do.
I'll forgive you if you'll hop in and let me take you to lunch.
All right. Thank you.
That's the girl. Now, where would you like to eat lunch?
Why, any place, I guess.
Say, you must have had a rough morning. Did one of those chintz curtains bite back?
Oh, no. The curtains were very well behaved.
Well, that's good. I got bored with the paper, so I thought I'd take a little drive.
Well, that was a good idea.
I remembered you said our young doctor's office would soon enliven the corner of Maple and 3rd. So I thought I'd drop by and see if I could take the two of you to lunch.
Well, that was very sweet of you.
Bert have to go out on a case or something?
He's not practicing yet.
Oh? Well, is he back there in the office?
I guess so.
Well, maybe we ought to go back and see if he wants to join us.
No.
Oh. Sounds like the two of you had a little spat. Well, maybe it'll do you good to be separated for a few hours. Now, where'd you say you wanted to eat lunch? At the Continental Hotel?
But you're taking us there for dinner tonight.
I'd have taken you there every afternoon and evening if I'd met you before our young medic. But that's just my luck. I guess I'm doomed to remain a bachelor.
George? Why didn't you ever marry?
Oh, never met the right girl. From what your dad tells me, your mother must have been the kind of a girl I would have married if I'd met her first. But I guess they don't make many from the same pattern your mother and you were cut from.
You mean if you'd met Mother before Dad did, you'd have married her?
If all your dad says about her is true. Of course, he may be prejudiced, you know.
And if I hadn't been engaged to Bert Gibbons when you met me, you might have, well...
I'd have swept you right off your feet, old as I am.
I don't think 43's old, and I hate younger men.
Say, maybe this quarrel with your young man is more serious than I thought.
Well, it's serious, and it's final. And he isn't my young man, now or at any other time. I never want to see him again, so I'm free, and I'm not engaged. And I'm the same girl I would have been if I hadn't been engaged when you came. I know that sounds a little mixed up, but do you know what I mean?
No.
Well, what I mean is, George, I'm asking you to marry me.
And so the curtain falls on the first act of today's radio drama, The First Man She Met, starring Debbie Reynolds, and brought to you by Carnation Evaporated Milk. Before we return to the second act, let me remind you that the peach season is here, and so is Carnation's Home Service Director, Mary Blake, to tell you how to make the most of it.
No words of mine, Art, could be as eloquent on the subject of fresh peaches as the taste of this luscious fruit served with moist and tender shortcake.
Say, that sounds real good, Mary, but I wonder how many women can count on their shortcake turning out as well as you describe.
Didn't I mention, Art, that for best results in shortcake, use Carnation evaporated milk?
I wondered about that. Carnation is an important ingredient to good shortcake, isn't it?
Yes, indeed, Art. When you use Carnation, you get a richer, golden-colored shortcake with a lighter texture that's more tender and moist throughout.
The fact that Carnation is heat-refined helps account for that wonderful texture, folks.
You're perfectly right, Art. And for a delicious and inexpensive topping for your shortcake, chill double-rich Carnation in a refrigerator tray until ice crystals form. Whip until foamy, add 2 tablespoons lemon juice, and continue whipping until very stiff.
Well, Mary, there's no doubt that Carnation works miracles in shortcake and in whipped toppings, just as it does in so many other foods. And the best proof of that is in trying it out for yourself. Mary Blake will be back next week to tell you about another instance where Carnation performs cooking miracles, not possible with any other form of milk. We return now to the second act of The First Man She Met, starring Debbie Reynolds in the role of Margaret. Margaret was very much in love with young Dr. Bert Gibbons until she became the proverbial woman scorned. It was then she swore to marry the first man she met, and that first man turned out to be her father's old friend, George. Now, as the three of them return home...
Well, here we are home again. That was a fine dinner, George. Wasn't it, Margaret?
Delicious. Is everyone as tired as I am?
Well, I could do with a little sleep. And we'll have to get an early start in the morning, Margaret.
And, you'll be married in New York?
As soon as we can get the license. And, you don't have to worry about Margaret, Paul. We'll drive straight through, and, if we get a good start, we ought to make New York by about, 10 or 11 tomorrow night. Margaret can stay with my sister Helen till after the ceremony. You remember Helen, Paul?
Yes. Oh, I won't worry, George. And I hope you'll pardon all the blunders I made when you told me the good news. Did come as a shock, you know. No, I don't mean shock exactly, but
That's all right, Paul. It came as a surprise to me, too. I guess we'll all have to get used to the idea. Dad.
Now, look here, George Kane. Just because you and Margaret... No, I don't mean that. I'm saying a lot of things I don't mean tonight. I'm not saying the things I do mean.
Well, I guess we're all a little excited.
Yes, dear, that's it. What I've really been meaning to say all evening is that I'm glad to welcome you into the family, George. I know you'll be good to Margaret.
I'll try to be. I still can't get over a beautiful young girl like Margaret being willing to marry...
You'll be spoiling me, giving me compliments like that.
I want to spoil you. As soon as I finish my business in New York, we'll go on a honeymoon. Anywhere in the world you think you might like. Around the world if you want to.
Oh, you make me feel as though I had all of that in mind when I proposed.
When you proposed? Margaret.
Now, I'll tell you all about it someday, Dad, but not now, please.
Oh, she's exaggerating, Paul. I did the proposing, but an old duffer like me did need more than the average amount of encouragement. That's what Margaret meant.
Well, I won't try to pretend I know what happened today. What came between Bert and you, Margaret, or how you and George decided to get married. But I just hope that neither of you will regret it. I hope you both know what you're doing.
Well, I know what I'm doing, Dad. I know exactly what I'm doing. Come in.
I hope I didn't wake you up, Margaret.
Oh, it's time I woke up. Hey.
Margaret, I know you had a long, hard trip yesterday, but I have to talk to you. George is my only brother, you know.
Yes, I know.
Oh, well, I brought you some breakfast.
Oh, that was very nice of you, considering that you don't like me.
What makes you say that?
You glared at me from the moment George introduced us last night until I went to bed.
Yes, I suppose I did. But put yourself in my place, Margaret. George has been a confirmed bachelor for years. He lives on the West Coast and I live here. He comes to New York often, and he spends all his time with me. We've been very close.
And then all of a sudden he walks in with me and announces that we're being married within a few days.
Exactly. And the last time he wrote, why, he hadn't even met you.
Well, I can imagine how a sister feels.
Dear, I hope I'm not the jealous kind of sister, but, well, if you only weren't so young and pretty,
and poor. You could tell that from my clothes. And you think I'm marrying George for his money.
That's what I've been afraid of ever since you came in last night. I don't want to see George hurt, Margaret. He's too fine a man. I say that even though he is my brother.
You don't have to apologize. He is fine, and he's wonderful. Honestly, Helen, I'm not marrying him for his money. There, are you satisfied?
No, not quite. There are other reasons that make young girls marry older men, other than money and other than love. I've never heard you say you loved George.
You haven't given me a chance.
Well, do you?
Where's George now? We were supposed to go down for a license this morning.
He went downtown, but he'll be back any minute. And I have to have the answer to the question before he comes back, you know. Do you love him, Margaret?
Well, there are all sorts of love. I once thought I was madly in love with someone else, and I found that I wasn't. So maybe I don't even know what love is.
This other man, he's younger than George.
Yes, but what you're thinking is wrong. I'm not still in love with him. I hate him.
Well, then I guess it won't do any harm for you to close the door firmly on this other man before you marry my brother.
What do you mean?
I presume this other man is Dr. Bert Gibbons.
Well, how did you know that?
He got into New York on an early plane this morning. He's in the living room now waiting to see you.
I'm sorry you wasted the money on the plane fare, Bert. I have nothing to talk to you about.
Please, Margaret, listen to me just for a couple of minutes.
Go ahead, but it won't do any good.
I went back to Lindley's office yesterday after you walked out. I told Dr. Lindley the deal was off. I told him why. And even when he agreed to take me in as a partner with no strings attached, I told him I was opening my own office. That I had to make good on my own. For you.
Well, Bert, I'm glad you decided to be on your own. You'll have a better life. But I'm not going to be part of that life.
Oh, I know I hurt you. But I'll spend the rest of my life making it up. Oh, please, say you'll come back home with me.
Bert, I can't.
I went back to our office after I made my decision. I called you, but there was no answer. And then I finally reached your house, and your dad said you wouldn't talk to me.
There's nothing to say.
So I sat there all night, looking at the drapes you'd made, and the chairs we'd covered together. And I thought of all our plans. Remember the hospital we were going to build someday?
Stop it, Bert. I couldn't marry you if I wanted to. I'm marrying someone else. That was his sister who let you in.
Yes, I know all about it. Your dad told me, and he gave me the address here. Margaret, I don't blame you for anything you've done. But you couldn't have stopped loving me just like that, any more than I could stop loving you. And it's not fair to yourself, or to him, marrying him if you don't love him.
You're right, Bert. I do love you, no matter how weak you were for a little while. And I can't marry George, loving you. But how can I break it to him? He's so fine and he's noble
And he's the first man you met when you walked out of the office.
George.
And you'd sworn to marry the first man you met. So I was elected.
How did you know?
Well, I was telling you the truth when I said I'd come down to take you to lunch, but what I didn't tell you was that I came into the office. You two were so busy fighting you didn't hear me.
But I don't understand the things that followed that.
Well, when I heard you make your threat, I had to hurry out so you wouldn't see me and get to my car in time to be the first man you met.
But why?
Margaret, your father is my oldest friend. I couldn't have you marry anyone you might have bumped into.
And you never intended to marry me?
Well, I thought a reconciliation was likely, and I guess I was right. I heard most of your conversation just now, too. I'm a terrible eavesdropper.
Oh, you make me feel like a spoiled, ungrateful child.
Don't say that, Margaret. You're a fine, courageous woman. You made your decision just now before I came in. You said you wouldn't marry a man you didn't love, even though it meant hurting someone you're fond of, giving up a great many of this world's goods. You were willing to take the step. I'm proud of you. I hope you're worthy of her, Bert.
I hope so, sir.
But we're not going to get along very well if you call me sir. It's as bad as being called uncle.
Oh, I'm sorry, George.
That's better. You know, for a minute, I'd almost decided not to give you the wedding present I planned on.
Oh, George.
Oh, really, George? We
No, I
couldn't
won't.
accept...
No, I don't want any nonsense. You're going to accept my present, and I hope you put it to good use. It's the latest model X-ray fluoroscope combination.
Gee, I don't know what to say.
Oh, George, you're the kindest man who ever lived.
Oh, nonsense. I'm just an amateur Cupid who was lucky in having his little plot work out. Now, beat it, you two, and the best of luck, always.
Thank you, George.
Thank you. So much. Bye, George.
Bye. Well, you can come in now, Helen. I know you've been listening. I guess eavesdropping runs in the family.
That was a wonderful thing you just did, George.
Giving those kids the fluoroscope? Nonsense. I have more money than
I didn't mean that, and you know I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I guess I do, Helen. Look, what do you say we take a little ocean trip, eh? I've told my office I won't be back for a while, and, well, I hear the sea air's good for a broken heart. And so the curtain comes down on the final act of The First Man She Met. This week's Stars Over Hollywood show is presented by Carnation Evaporated Milk and starring Debbie Reynolds. In just a moment, we'll have news about next week's show. Meantime, how about coming out here for a curtain call, Debbie Reynolds?
Oh, thank you, Art. I'd love to.
Debbie, from the quality of your performance today, I'd say you're far from being a newcomer to the drama.
Well, 4 years in pictures is my history, Art, not counting some non-professional work in school.
Still, you must have started in show business at a fairly tender age.
Well, for show business, Art, I don't think there's any such thing as being too young, do you?
Well, I guess you're right. You know, one might say the same for Carnation Evaporated Milk. There are no such words as too young for Carnation. Babies, no matter how tiny and delicate, get along just fine on this wonderful milk. It's so easy to digest and so vital to growth. Carnation supplies important vitamin D, plus the milk minerals calcium and phosphorus, absolutely necessary to good teeth and bone development. More than that, Carnation is safe for babies. Doubly safe, actually, because it's pasteurized and then sterilized after the can is sealed. Really, it's no wonder 8 out of 10 mothers who use Carnation say their doctor recommended it. Carnation is far and away the milk every doctor knows. And now, Debbie, with our compliments on a fine performance, goes this bouquet of red and white carnations, just like those pictured on every can of Carnation Evaporated Milk.
Oh, what beautiful flowers, Art. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Debbie Reynolds. Next Saturday, Stars Over Hollywood will present the Distinguished Academy Award winner, Miss Jane Wyman, in a dramatic play titled Yesterday's Town. And now, here's Miss Wyman.
He thinks he can change my whole life, does he? He thinks he could change the life of a whole town. Well, he can't, because this is one war between the states that isn't over.
Thank you, Jane Wyman. I'm sure everyone will be wanting to hear you in this dramatic play.
The story on today's Stars Over Hollywood presentation was written by Bud Lesser. Supporting Miss Reynolds were Bill Johnstone, Vernon Rich, Reza Royce, and Bill Boucher. Music was composed and conducted by Rex Corey, and the program was directed and transcribed by Don Clark. Ladies, when you shop for groceries today, be sure to have Carnation, the world's favorite brand of evaporated milk, on your shopping list. No other kind of milk has as many uses as Carnation.
Carnation for cooking.
Carnation for coffee.
Carnation for baby feeding.
Good, good, good. For milk that's extra good, you should get the brand that's called Carnation. Rich, rich, rich. For milk that's creamy rich, you should get the brand that's called Carnation.
And now for the Carnation Company and Stars Over Hollywood, this is Art Balancer suggesting that you be sure to see the George Burns and Gracie Allen television show, brought to you by Carnation Evaporated Milk. Tune in every Saturday and hear the world's greatest motion picture stars in person on Stars Over Hollywood. Next Saturday, we are proud to present Miss Jane Wyman in Yesterday's Town. Stay tuned now for Grand Central Station, which follows immediately over most of these stations. Stars Over Hollywood comes to you from our Hollywood studios and is heard in Canada over the Dominion network of the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
I was absolutely wrong, because Tammy didn't come out till 1957. Her only big role up to this point was 4 months before this show aired, and that was with Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor in Singing in the Rain. I did not even know that. That goes to show you, movies are not my strong suit. I've always got to look this stuff up. If I don't, I get really confused. But yeah, the show opened at Radio City Music Hall on March 27th of 52. It opened nationwide on April 11th. And it was it was a big hit. $7.2 million at the box office on a budget of $2.5 million, and that was considered outrageous. But then when you look at, doing that much money. Debbie Reynolds was such a sweet lady. Met her a couple of times, and she always was very, very nice to me. That's always nice. But yeah, she was just a baby screen star at this point when she did this 73 years ago, August 23rd, 1952. Stars Over Hollywood here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. I know the next one's a movie, and I know the next one's a movie where the original star isn't appearing in it. You're going to hear Ginger Rogers in Skylark, an adaptation of the 1941 movie on the Lady Esther Screen Guild Players.
When buying your emergency food and water supply, choose foods that provide a well-balanced diet. For instance, canned soups, fruits, vegetables, fruit juices, packaged cereals, and dried foods are excellent for storing. Raisins and chocolate are good energy-building foods and take up little storage space. Avoid storing salty foods because they will only add to the problem of drinking water. Remember, in case of attack, your emergency food and water supply may have to last your family 2 weeks.
The 1941 motion picture Skylark originally starred Claudette Colbert, Ray Milland, and Brian Ahern. But in this movie, in adaptation on the Lady Esther Screen Guild Players, you're going to instead hear Ginger Rogers as the star. And let's listen to this adaptation from 82 years ago, August 23rd, 1943.
Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players. The Screen Guild play tonight, Skylark. The starring players,
This is Ginger Rogers.
This is Preston Foster.
And this is Alan Jocelyn.
Tonight, Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players in an adaptation of Paramount Pictures' delightful comedy of the advertising business, Skylark, by Samson Raphaelson. It stars Ginger Rogers as Lydia Kenyon, Preston Foster as her husband, Tony Kenyon, account executive of a big advertising agency, and Alan Jocelyn as Jim Blake. As our story begins, Tony and Lydia Kenyon are celebrating their 5th wedding anniversary. Most of the guests have arrived, and Lydia is on her way up to Tony's room to hurry him with his dressing. She stops a moment to talk to her butler.
Oh, Theodore,
Yes, madam.
have you hidden all the Luckies, Chesterfields, and Camels?
Oh, yes, madam. When we have guests, I always remember that Red Cap Cigarettes is one of Mr. Kenyon's largest clients. 300,000 a year in advertising. And as the saying is, madam, that ain't hay.
I wouldn't be too sure. Did you ever smoke a red cap cigarette? And Theodore, did you put Abercrombie's soap in all the bathrooms?
Oh, yes, madam. The useful little cake in the lavender wrapper.
Now, what do you suppose we can do about Valentine's dog food? We can't just put it on the piano with a sign reading, "Help yourself," can we?
Oh, heaven forbid, madam.
Theodore, spread on a cracker, wouldn't it look a great deal like chopped liver?
Madam!
Oh, it was just a thought. Well, see what you can do. I've got to hurry, Mr. Kenyon. Tony?
Don't say another word. I feel a kiss coming on. Well, how does it feel to be married to a mug like me for 5 years?
Well, I think I'm going to like it.
Well, don't let me rush you, babe. Just take your time.
All right, but I've got to rush you. The horsemeat twins have arrived.
Are you referring to Mr. and Mrs. Valentine? Lydia, you mustn't forget that Fred Valentine is my biggest advertising account. And I'm going to land an even bigger account from him tonight if we can only handle Myrtle Valentine right. You know, Lydia, I think she wants us to give her our cook.
I know. She's hinted to me about it.
Hinted?
Yes, she said, "You know, Mrs. Kenyon, you have a wonderful cook." And then she burped. Finally, she just came right out and asked for her.
Well, what'd you do about it?
Oh, I parried Myrtle very neatly, I thought. I made it very clear to her that this is a free country, that the slaves were liberated by Abraham Lincoln in 1865. Oh, it seemed news to her.
Lydia, you're not very bright.
Well, what do you want me to do? Get down on my knees, wrap up my cook, and have her delivered to the Valentine's house with an apple in her mouth?
This is no time to be losing your temper. Don't you realize that, 1, Valentine's dog food is my biggest account. 2, it means an extra $1 million in advertising, which I may get tonight.
1, 3 years ago, when we wanted to spend our vacation on the island we bought, we had to go to Palm Beach because that's where Myrtle Valentine wanted to go. 2, whatever Myrtle wanted to do, we had to do it. 3, Myrtle is a jerk.
Oh. But we got this house by going to Palm Beach that time, didn't we? And $500,000 more in advertising.
Yes, we got the house all right. But somewhere along the line, I lost you. Now, for heaven's sake, Tony, finish tying your tie and let's get downstairs to our guests. And Myrtle, the turtle.
Hello, Fred. Myrtle, how are the Valentines tonight?
Oh, wonderful, Tony, wonderful, just wonderful. And you and Mrs. Kenyon?
Splendid, Fred, now that you and Myrtle are here.
You know, Tony, I was just telling Fred that the cooking here at your house is so much better than poor little me is able to provide. Oh, if I only had someone who could prepare food like this.
Looky, 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 there goes Cookie.
Oh, really, Tony? You've got a wonderful cook, Mrs. Kenyon, and she knows how I've been coveting, what's her name, Mrs. Kenyon?
Mattie.
Darling, why keep the secret any longer? We might as well tell him now.
Tell him what? As if I didn't know.
I love her when she tries to be cute. You see, we remembered how you enjoyed Mattie's cooking, and Lydia said to me, "Darling, why not ask Mrs. Valentine if she would like to have Mattie?"
Well, I hardly know what to say.
I know what to say, but I don't think I better say it. Would you excuse me for a moment? I just want to step outside and put a little ball and chain on our chauffeur. Hello.
Did you walk out on the anniversary party?
Yes.
So did I. Dull, isn't it?
I ought to know. I'm the hostess.
Oh? I'm sorry, but I'm worse off than you are. I came with Myrtle Valentine.
Really?
Yes, you know, the Duchess of Dog Meat. Her husband made $20 million by finding out what to do with a horse after Bing Crosby's through with it. I amuse Myrtle occasionally. My name's Blake, Jim Blake.
Look, Mr. Blake, would you mind going away? I'm boiling mad, and I can't think the things I want to think in mixed company.
Oh, well, I can't leave a beautiful lady in distress. Here, why don't you slide into my car? We could go for a little ride, huh? Just for no particular reason, except that I've got a grudge against my A card.
You know, I think I'm going to like you.
You know, I doubt it. Any woman who's been married for 5 years doesn't really want to meet me. No, you just want to play at meeting me. You want to shoot the chutes and nibble on some popcorn and then run home shivering gratefully about what you almost did.
Are you trying to tell me that you're a wolf?
No, I wouldn't say that. Of course, there is a bounty for my pelt in Wyoming. Come on. A little ride in my car will cheer us both up.
I doubt it.
I think it will, because there's Myrtle Valentine looking for me. If we leave right now, she can see us going. You can give her a nasty little smile as we drive by. What do you say?
Mr. Wolf, I think you found a passenger.
Lydia, where in the devil have you been?
Oh, Tony, darling, forgive me. I've behaved atrociously.
That's right.
I was furious about the cook, and I went off with a man I hardly know, who means nothing to me, absolutely nothing, I tell you. He isn't even good looking. I can't explain why I went with him. But except that he's got ears like Frank Sinatra.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about losing Valentine's account. Myrtle saw you drive away with Blake, and he's her private property. I want you to get on that phone before that Valentine female gets to bed and apologize for your actions this evening. I want this mess straightened out before I lose that account.
Is that all you're losing?
Well, isn't that enough? Now get over there. I don't know what you're going to say. That's up to you. And this is the beginning and the end of all that highfalutin discontented wife business, too.
Mrs. Valentine, please.
Make it clear that the episode was innocent on your part.
I will.
And that you're never going to see that man again.
I'll make this apology good. Don't worry about your commissions, Tony. And after I leave, I hope you and your bank book will be very happy together.
Mr. Blake?
Hey, what do you mean barging in here like this? This is the law office.
Are you Jim Blake?
Well, if nothing's wrong,
Where's my wife?
How should I know? Did you look under the bed?
I don't get funny. Where is she?
Who are you?
Kenyon. Tony Kenyon.
Oh, Kenyon. You're the husband of the wife I was out with last night. Yeah. Yes, she was in here just a minute ago.
Oh, she was?
Yes, chum. She wanted a divorce.
A divorce? Because of you?
Well, that may come later, chum. After all, how long can she resist these baby blue eyes? But right now, the lady just seemed to be unhappy. She didn't like the cigarettes, the whiskey, the soap, or Valentine's dog food. Nope, she wanted to have a look at the horizon. She wanted a future before her as wide and carefree as the open road. Without a Burma shave sign in sight. You understand what I mean, chum?
I wish you wouldn't keep calling me chum.
Okay, pal. Shall we sit down and talk this over?
No, I'm going. But before I do, if there's anything else she said, I wish you'd be good enough to lay it on the table. And stick to the words. Never mind the music. Tell me, did she perhaps suggest that I quit my job?
Oh, you wouldn't do that, would you?
Well, you think I'm crazy?
Well, to tell you the truth, it might help, pal. Spit in your boss's eye. Take your woman by the hand, climb to the top of a hill and say, "Look us over, Moon. She's a woman. She's life itself, see? I've got hold of her hand, and I'm not going to let it go. She's a skylark."
You're a cuckoo.
Maybe, but I got a lot of sparrows crazy about me.
Say, maybe you'll give me an idea. She hasn't taken her clothes yet. I think I'll go home and wait until Lydia shows up and tell her I've quit my job.
Why, you wouldn't lie to the lady, would you? I wouldn't try that if I were you, pal.
All's fair in love and war, chum.
Theodore, I want you to tell Mr. Kenyon that
Why don't you tell him yourself?
Tony, Theodore said you weren't expected home. I didn't want to see you again.
Well, I had to come home. I guess it's too late now, but I quit my job this morning.
You quit your job? Even Abercrombie soap?
Yep. Now I'm scared.
Tony, look at me. Well, tell me all about it.
Well, there's not much to tell. I knew if I loved you, I had to do it. It took a lot of nerve, too, but I busted right into the boss's office. The president of Red Cap Cigarettes was there in conference, so I told him off first.
How?
I said, no wonder Red Cap Cigarettes won the Reader's Digest taste test. They taste like the Reader's Digest. He got pretty sore.
I should think he would.
Then I said to the boss, now see here, Baldy.
Baldy? Oh, Tony, I wish I could have seen his face.
You should have seen his head.
Oh, darling, at last we're free. That's all that was wrong between us. Oh, it's wonderful to know that you don't have to go to the office in the morning.
Well, that is, I do have to go in the morning. You see, although I quit, it'll take me a couple of weeks to get things straightened around.
Oh, I understand. Well, you just can't leave Baldy flat.
Answer that, will you, dear? I'll be back in a minute.
Yes, Tony. Oh, hello, Mrs. Valentine.
How do you do, Mrs. Kenyon?
Is there anything I can do for you?
Plenty. I want to talk to you about Jim Blake. When you telephoned me, I was polite. I decided to wait until Jim Blake returned to our house and hear what he had to say. Well, Jim didn't return, and you know it, and you know why.
Mrs. Valentine, I'm trying to be as nice as I can to you, but I'm wondering how long I'll be able to hold out.
I don't think you realize who you're talking to.
Sure, I know who I'm talking to. Myrtle Valentine, Miss Horsemeat Products of 1943. Now get out of here.
Not until I'm ready. I give the orders, and unless you remember your place, I'll see that your husband's fired this afternoon. What's so funny?
Oh, for your information, Tony quit the advertising agency today. Now get out of here before our Great Dane takes a bite out of you and gets his Valentine dog food direct. Tony, guess who's at the door?
Who?
Myrtle Valentine. And Tony, I've wonderful news for you.
Yeah, what is it?
You don't have to wait 2 weeks or even 1 day. You're fired. Isn't that wonderful?
What? Give me that again, slowly.
Well, she played right into our hands. I said exactly the right things to get you fired as of today. Now you're really and truly free. Oh, Tony, how does it make your heart feel?
I'll let you know as soon as it comes up out of my boots. Maybe she's come back. Maybe we can fix it up.
Fix what up?
I mean, maybe we can get her to fire me as of yesterday. I'll open the door.
Hello, chums.
Why, Jim Blake. Oh, Jim, I wish you'd been here a moment ago.
Why?
Because with Myrtle Valentine's angelic help, I just got Tony fired as of today.
Fired? Now, wait a minute.
Shut up, chum. What are you doing here anyway?
Why, pal, I came out to see my client, Mrs. Kenyon.
Well, I'm not a client any longer, Jim. Now that Tony has quit his job, there's no need for a divorce.
That remains to be seen. So you quit, huh, chum?
Yeah, pal.
That's your story. Something is very unkosher in the state of Denmark.
What do you mean by that?
What's your boss's telephone number?
Why do you want that, Jim?
I just want to call his boss, find out whether he actually quit his job or not. I don't think he did. Well, what's the number?
It's Longacre 59970.
Shall I call him, chum, or will you save me the nickel?
No, you don't have to call him. You were lying to me, Tony.
Yep.
You hadn't quit your job.
Nope.
Everything you said was a lie.
No. When I said I loved you, I meant it.
Are you sure?
You shut up.
Okay, chum.
Tony, you didn't do anything except lie.
All right, I lied.
Thank you, Jim, for getting here when you did.
Oh, that's just the usual Blake service. It comes with every divorce, no extra fee. But after the divorce, maybe I can give you a little more unusual service.
After the divorce, I'll probably want it.
So ends Act One of Skylark, starring Alan Jocelyn, Preston Foster, and Ginger Rogers. Before we hear Act Two, a word from our hostess, Lady Esther.
How long has it been since you looked at yourself in the mirror without benefit of makeup and been really pleased with the attractive, well-cared-for appearance of your skin? Do tiny lines and wrinkles show up around your eyes and mouth? Do you see little blemishes or an occasional big pore? Do you feel any little bumps, or does your skin have a dry, sallow look? Well, perhaps you've been too busy lately to give your skin the care it needs. Perhaps you've been too tired at night to follow the long, drawn-out, complicated beauty routine you thought was necessary to keep your skin clear, soft, and youthful-looking. That's why more and more women these days are so enthusiastic about the new, quick, improved method of skin care. The method that calls for just one cream to make their skin look smoother, fresher, and younger. Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream. And many of them write me that this one cream, so quick and easy to use, does more to keep them looking their best than all the other beauty preparations they ever used. Well, you see, Lady Esther Face Cream brings your skin 4 important aids to beauty every time you smooth it on and wipe it off. Here's what it does. First, it thoroughly cleans your skin. Second, it softens your skin, relieves the dryness that may cause little lines. Third, it helps nature refine the pores. And finally, it leaves a perfect non-sticky base for powder. So don't let neglect give your skin that dry, older look. Start using Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream. And remember, this one cream is all you need for the complete care of your skin.
And now, Act Two of Skylark, starring Preston Foster, Ginger Rogers, and Alan Jocelyn. After Lydia got her divorce in Reno, she returned to New York and Jim Blake. And she and Jim were rapidly becoming a columnist's item when Tony returned from a sojourn in South America. The night Tony ship-docked, Lydia and Jim were winding up a gay evening of dining and dancing. As the scene opens, they are just returning to Lydia's apartment.
Here's my apartment. Good night, Jim.
Oh, you've done better than that.
Have I? Is that better? Oh, it couldn't have been that good. Good night, Jim.
Don't you think I ought to step in and turn on the lights?
No, thank you. I can find the light switch very easily by that gleam in your eye. Good night, Jim.
Good night, Lydia.
You're kind of late, Lydia.
Tony, get out of here.
No, wait a minute. I just got in from South America. Do you call this a good neighbor policy?
If you don't leave immediately, I'll call the desk.
Lydia, this divorce hasn't meant a thing. I still love you the same as I always did.
I'm sorry, Tony.
You were so right about me. I was whirling around in a vacuum. It's called competition.
Are you trying to tell me that you've changed?
No, I reverted to type. The type you seem to like so much. Have you noticed my fangs? Last night I even caught myself howling at the moon.
Well, I'm no Little Red Riding Hood.
Jim Blake wouldn't believe that.
Jim says that as my ex-husband, you should change your views of the situation.
I have, and the new situation is very interesting. Our positions are reversed, and Jim Blake is now in a defensive role that Tony Kenyon formerly occupied.
And so you're trying to be offensive. Well, you're doing very well.
Of course. You see, under the circumstances, I'm now Jim Blake. You know, you were a sucker not to take any alimony, Lydia.
I only wanted my independence.
Independence? Nobody's independent. No matter where you sit, there's somebody sitting one step higher. There's always a mezzanine.
I can see you've changed a lot.
Well, anyway, I want you to take this. It's the deed to our summer place on our island.
Oh, no,
I don't want it. Do what you want with it. Give it away, sell it, do anything you want with it that the FHA will let you. It was always more yours than mine anyway.
Yes, it was.
Lydia, let's go up there. Now.
Are you trying to make me unhappy, Tony?
If I was sure you meant that, I'd go away. But I still love you, and I can't imagine anything without you. And you can't without me.
Tony, I look at you and I see someone I used to know a long time ago.
Is that so? No effect whatever?
None whatever.
All the little things we had, the little half-dreams, the pieces of the future we saw together, etc.
I've forgotten them. Even the etc.
I envy you. But have you forgotten this? No effect whatever, huh?
Why, it's just a habit. It's an involuntary reflex. But it proves that I'm normal.
That's the way I like 'em, normal.
No, Tony.
You mustn't forget, Lydia. It takes two to make a divorce, just as it does anything else. Good night.
Tony, Jim, why do the two of you have to follow me every place I go?
Because I love you.
But can't you leave me alone?
No, I can't, Lydia.
Who do you boys think you are, the Andrews sisters? I came up here to the island to get away from the both of you, so that I could think things out calmly, sanely.
Lydia, what's there to think about? You know I'm the only man for you. I'll do anything for you. I'll even marry you.
I tried that, chum. It doesn't stick. At least it won't now that I'm around.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, why couldn't I have been born a flower, that I wouldn't have to worry about a mate?
You'd live a heck of a life if there were no bees around.
Look, Lydia, why don't we go away? I've got my boat coming up. It'll be here in the morning.
She doesn't like boats. We went on one when we were first married, and she got seasick on our honeymoon.
That I can understand. Look, why don't you beat it? I know she wants to get rid of you, pal.
What do you mean by that, chum?
Your coming back has spoiled all her plans for the future. Your coming back's made her unhappy. Isn't that so, Lydia?
Yes.
So why don't you, like a good sport, just go away, evaporate, vanish into thin air? If you're good at it, maybe I can get Orson Welles to saw you in half.
But, Lydia,
She wants you to go away, chum.
Is that what you want, Lydia?
Yes.
Then I'm sorry. I didn't know. Well, bon voyage, both of you. And I mean it. I hope you have a fine boat trip.
Oh, Jim. I never was on a boat that rolled like this. I'm getting sick.
Gee, you really are sick, aren't you?
Yes, Jim. Sick of pretending, too. Look, please take me back to the island.
I've already changed course. We're heading back.
Jim, I know what I'm going to say is cruel and...
No. It's all right, Lydia. I understand. After all, the guy had 5 years to get you feeling this way about him. I wish I'd had a chance to start against him from scratch.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Here's the dock. I'll give you a hand up, and I'm going to head back out.
Well, I guess this is it, Jim.
Mm-hmm. This is it. You know he'll gyp you all over again.
Maybe. But once a sucker, always a sucker. Oh, I can't help it. I need him, Jim.
All right. But don't think I won't be back. Probably on your 10th anniversary. You'll really be needing some legal advice then.
Goodbye. Thanks and all the luck. Turn your face this way.
Oh, you've done better than that.
Come back in 5 years and we'll see.
Hey, Lydia, Jim, something wrong? Anyone hurt?
Nothing but my tender pride.
Well, what's this all about?
My dreamboat rocks too much. Lydia doesn't think it'll stand a long journey, so she's changed her mind.
Changed her mind? Lydia, do you mean that that you and I will be Mr. and Mrs. Kenyon all over again?
Do you still want me?
Do I still want you? Does Mussolini want an aspirin?
Boy, that's what I call a romantic speech.
You're in no position to be criticizing my romantic speeches, chum.
Maybe, but don't forget, the positions are reversed again.
What do you mean?
You're Kenyon again, on the defensive, and I'm Blake, once more back on the offensive.
All right. You watch this defensive play. Lydia, come here. There. Now, does Blake stand any chance in this game?
Brother, not after that kickoff.
Thank you, Ginger Rogers, Preston Foster, and Alan Jocelyn, for bringing us a most delightful half hour. The Lady Esther Screen Guild players were fortunate indeed in having you all with us tonight.
It was our pleasure, Mr. Bradley. We know that the benefits from these programs support the Motion Picture Relief Fund's Country House and Clinic, an activity that is vitally important to our industry. Now, before we tell you about next week's program, here's a word from one of America's best-known beauty authorities, Lady Esther.
Thank you, Miss Rogers. Ladies, how long has it been since you met someone who said, "How wonderful you're looking"? Your appearance depends so much on the condition of your skin. If your skin looks a little neglected, if it seems to have lost some of its fresh young sparkle, people may think you're looking tired, even a little older. And it may just be your method of skin care that's to blame. You don't need a lot of different beauty preparations to have a fresh, lovely skin. Millions of women all over the country use just one cream, Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream. And I wish you could read the letters they write me. So many of them say that Lady Esther Face Cream helps make their skin look younger, clearer than it's looked in years. They like the way it freshens up their skin, clears away that drab, tired look. You'll be thrilled, too, when you try Lady Esther 4-Purpose Face Cream. It thoroughly cleans your skin. It softens your skin. It helps nature refine the pores, and it leaves a perfect non-sticky base for powder. Just try Lady Esther Cream and see how soon people start saying, "My, how wonderful you look."
Next week, the Lady Esther Screen Guild players will present one of the finest stories to come out of the war. John Steinbeck's dramatic play and motion picture, The Moon is Down. It will star Sir Cedric Hardwicke and Louis Stone. Be sure to listen. Ginger Rogers is soon to be seen in the Paramount production Lady in the Dark. Preston Foster can soon be seen in Guadalcanal Diary. Alan Jocelyn can now be seen in Heaven Can Wait, both 20th Century Fox productions. The radio adaptation of tonight's program was freely based on Samson Raphael's play and Alan Scott's motion picture treatment of Skylark. Music on tonight's program was arranged and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. To help your government save tin, buy the larger size of Lady Esther Face Cream. And at the same time, you will save yourself money to invest in war bonds and stamps. This is Truman Bradley speaking for Lady Esther, saying thank you and good night.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
"82 years ago, August 23rd, 1943, the Lady Esther Screen Guild Players production of Skylark, starring Ginger Rogers. On Sunday, we will have more crime with Somebody Knows, the story of Elizabeth Short, the life of the final episode of that summer series from 1950. The Lives of Harry Lime, starring Orson Welles, from 1951. A Ticket to Tangiers. A frightening episode of Lights Out from 1943. Joe Kearns and Bea Benadera, starring in Sub-Basement. Man shows his wife the sub-basement of their department store. Discovers that what's stored there is not necessarily anything that either of them would like. And an episode of Inner Sanctum Mysteries from 1952, Everett Stone, No Rest for the Dead. On Monday, we'll spend 3/4 of the show in 1957 with episodes of Suspense, William Conrad in Leiningen vs. the Ants, yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the CBS Radio Workshop, Roy Glenn, Sweet Cherries in Charleston. And we'll wrap it up with a 1938 episode of Calling All Cars. Comedy on Tuesday Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve from 1953. George Burns and Gracie Allen from 1940. Milton Berle from 1947 and A Salute to the Railroads. And an episode of The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet from 1945. On Wednesday, The Whistler, I'll Trade You Murder from 1945. Jeff Regan, Investigator from 1950. Philip Marlowe from 1949. And Let George Do It from 1951. On Thursday, we'll start off with a couple of westerns, Have Gun Will Travel and Gunsmoke from 1960, Night Watch from 1954, The Mean Streets of Culver City, California, brought to life by the magic of tape recording. Also, Mystery in the Air, starring Peter Lorre, Beyond Good and Evil from 1947, a really remarkable summer series. Lorre did some of his best radio work on this show. And then on Friday, more crime with The Adventures of Sam Spade from 1948. Nick Carter, Master Detective, starring Lon Clark from 1948 as well. An episode of Suspense from 1956. Joseph Kearns as a liquor store owner. Hold Up. And a 1942 episode of The Whistler, The Letter. And then next Saturday, we'll start off with a couple more westerns. Gunsmoke and Have Gun Will Travel. And we'll have an episode of the Screen Directors Playhouse, Mother is a Freshman from 1951. That's coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit us anytime at classicradio.stream. Up next, we'll spend an hour with Rosalind Russell in an episode of the Screen Directors Playhouse and their adaptation of The Velvet Touch.
Radio has always been a source of quick, accurate information during a disaster. When you hear the alert signal, tune to these Conelrad frequencies, 640 and 1240 on your regular radio. During a national emergency, all power lines may be temporarily cut off. To make sure you receive the necessary survival information, keep a battery-operated radio in your family shelter. For accurate information and instructions during enemy attack, it's 640 and 1240 on your standard radio.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we go back to the movies for an adaptation of the 1948 thriller motion picture The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell, reprising her original screen role. This was originally broadcast 74 years ago, August 23, 1951. Let's listen to the first part of The Velvet Touch.
Screen Directors Playhouse, star Rosalind Russell, production The Velvet Touch. Director, John Gage.
This is the Screen Directors Playhouse, one of the weekly features on NBC's All-Star Festival of Comedy, Music, Mystery, and Drama. Brought to you by the makers of Anacin for the fast relief from the pain of headache, neuritis, and neuralgia. RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, first in television, and by Chesterfield. Always milder, better tasting, cooler smoking, plus no unpleasant aftertaste. And that's the biggest plus in cigarette history. Tonight, the Screen Directors Playhouse is pleased to present a play on murder. Our adaptation is The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is Miss Rosalind Russell.
Thank you. The place for drama, very properly, is behind the footlights. But occasionally, a story extends deeper into the theater, into the fears and fantasies of the players themselves. And then we have a vehicle to tempt any actress. We have The Velvet Touch. I count myself very fortunate to have played the role of Valerie Stanton on the screen and to repeat it again tonight. So now we present the Screen Directors Playhouse adaptation of The Velvet Touch. But first, here is Jimmy Wallington.
Thank you, Miss Russell. But before we begin, here's a word from the makers of Anacin. If you suffer from pains of headaches, neuritis, or neuralgia, you should discover what many thousands have known for years, that Anacin brings incredibly fast, effective relief. Anacin is like a doctor's prescription. That is, Anacin contains not just one, but a combination of medically proven active ingredients in easy-to-take tablet form. Probably at some time you have received an envelope containing Anacin tablets from your physician or dentist. Thousands of people have been introduced to Anacin this way. Try Anacin yourself the next time you suffer from the pains of a headache, neuritis, or neuralgia. You'll be delighted at how quickly relief can come. Anacin is spelled Anacin. Your druggist has Anacin in handy boxes of 12 and 30 tablets and economical family-sized bottles of 50 and 100 for your medicine cabinet. Ask for Anacin today. Now the first act of the Screen Directors Playhouse presentation of The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell in her original role of Valerie Stanton.
Gordon. He's dead. No, it's not true. It's a play. I'm acting. Gordon is the director, my director. Gordon's dead. I killed him. Black hair on the blue rug. Gray at the temples. Red at the temples. Blood. Blood on a blue rug. The clock. Gordon's clock. Time. How can it go on? Why doesn't it stop? The blood runs over the rug from his forehead where I struck him with the statuette. Why did he have to die? I only wanted to be free to love Michael. I'll always remember this place. I'll always remember the things I'm feeling now. Gordon's office. The theater downstairs. Broadway outside. I never knew what it was like to be afraid. Street, crowds, people. The people who pay to see me on the stage.
Mr. Dunning? You in there, Mr. Dunning?
Ernie, the stage manager. What if he'd seen me crouching over Gordon's body? I'd explain. Accident. Didn't want to kill him. Why doesn't the blood stop? Red. Blue rug. Have to get out of here. Get away. Downstairs, the theater. Last night they'll be saying goodbye, clearing the sets. I'll have to go downstairs. I'll have to act. Be calm. Valerie Stanton's finest performance. Act. Smile. Walk to the door. Open the door. No. Fingerprints. Use a handkerchief. Now. Open the door.
Put that wild wall in the truck, Mac. Easy on that mirror. It has to go back to Fryfield.
Nobody can see me. They're working on the stage. I'm trembling. Stop it, swallow. Take a breath. Leave the room behind. And Gordon. And the blood. Walk down the stairs into the lobby. Barney Soper, the janitor. He didn't see me. Sweeping the ticket stubs up at the end of the lobby. Better go back. No. It's too late. I'll have to go on quietly. Maybe he won't look up. Now walk down the steps. There. Stand straight. Walk easily. The bottom of the steps. Now down the theater aisle. He doesn't see me. Nobody sees me. Everyone busy. Have to relax, play the role. Here's the door to the backstage. Dressing room just across the hall. Open the door. Safe now. Nobody saw me. Nobody talked to me.
Val?
Yes?
It's Paul. May I see you a minute?
Come ahead.
I guess I've got the closing night blues. I hate saying goodbye.
Then don't say it, Paul, darling.
Oh, gorgeous. You were sensational. When will I ever get another chance to play opposite Valerie Stanton?
We'll do it again real soon.
Oh, and congratulations.
On what?
You and Gordon Dunning teaming up for another production.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
Well, I'll see you, Val.
See you. You were wonderful.
With you, who wouldn't be?
Everything normal. Everything as it should be. Have to get out of this place, mix with the crowd. Want people, lots of people, stranger, walk. Exhaust myself, walk, get out.
It's always sad, ain't it, Miss Stanton? At the end of a run.
The way I feel, Ernie, you can ship me back to a prop company along with the furniture.
You? You're Broadway, Miss Stanton. The show ends,
Oh, now don't tell me that I go on forever. What a thought. But thanks, Ernie. Good night.
Good night, Miss Stanton.
What do you plan to do? Walk right over me?
Oh, Marion, I'm sorry.
This is the night of goodbyes, Valerie. Haven't you a pretty little speech for me?
Well, you know I never could have done the play without your support.
Well, in the future, you'll have to get along without me. I hope I never set foot on the same stage with you again.
Marion, I'm sorry we couldn't be friends.
The only thing I'm sorry about is what you did to Gordon Dunning. What? You've ruined his life. I'm going to see him once more tonight. I'm going to make one more try.
Good luck, Marion. I hope things will work out.
I know. Work out for you.
Get out now. Marion is going to Gordon's office. She'll find his body. She'll know. Everybody will know.
Tea, Miss Stanton?
What? Oh, here you are, Al. Good night.
Good night, Miss Stanton. Sure was wonderful.
Here's your newspaper, Miss Stanton.
Oh, thank you, Pansy. How is business tonight?
Oh, you know, actors on closing night. Everybody's generous to Pansy.
Well, here's your envelope. You'll find a little gift in it.
Say, what a surprise.
I know. You never suspected.
I'll sure have your paper waiting for you every night, Miss Stanton. When are you and Mr. Dunn starting your new play?
I don't know, Pansy. I think someone over there wants a newspaper.
Okay, mister. Don't get the fidgets on coming.
Now walk. In the crowd. People brushing my shoulders. Oh, I wish I could feel Michael's hand. I can't ever tell him. Can't tell anybody. Gordon's dead. I hope the blood has stopped. Marion is there now in the office, standing on the blue rug, screaming, screaming, walk, walk, walk.
It's late, Miss Stanton.
Who are you?
Captain Danbury, police.
What are you doing in my apartment?
Look, Miss Stanton, you've got a shock coming.
Indeed?
Gordon Dunning's been murdered.
There it is. Now, what is my face saying? What are my eyes doing? Easy, easy. Play the role. The velvet touch. Shock. Horror. What? I don't know.
You'd better sit down, Miss Stanton. I know it's pretty rough finding out like this, but sometimes there's a virtue in abruptness.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I'm tired. Miss Stanton, homicide is already 3 months behind in unsolved crimes.
I know, but...
Sometimes I'm going to sleep again, I guess. The whole night. I'm going
Please tell me.
Oh. The body of Gordon Dunning was found on the floor of his office in the theater. He'd been struck on the temple with a statuette, some kind of an award for directing.
Oh, what a horrible thing. Do you know who it was? Was it robbery?
No, it wasn't robbery, Miss Stanton. And as for who did it, the police never decide that. A jury does. All we do is make our best guess.
Do you have a guess?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You'll pardon me, Captain. The phone.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hello?
Val, are you all right?
Michael. Oh, Michael, darling.
You've heard. Gordon Dunning.
Yes, a policeman is here now. Oh, Michael, I wish you were here.
I'm coming right over.
No. That wouldn't be best, darling.
But why not, Val?
I'll speak to the officer, then I want to rest. Absorb the shock.
You'll be all right.
Yes, and Michael,
Yes, Val.
I love you so very much.
We love each other.
Thank you, Michael. Good night, my darling.
Good night.
You look very pale, Miss Stanton.
I'm sorry.
You know, it's a strange thing about true beauty. Even the grimmest emotions enhance it. Would you mind telling me who that was?
Michael Morrell, a very dear friend.
No? Did he know Dunning?
Yes.
As I said before, Miss Stanton, it's very late. Now, you left the theater long before midnight. Would you mind telling me where?
It was closing night, you see. I always take things like this a little hard. I went for a walk.
Mm-hmm. Miss Stanton, you don't look too well. I'm not here to make things worse for you. Why don't you get some sleep and we'll talk in the morning?
Thank you.
The cast and crew of the show will be at the theater at 10:30 if you could be there.
Of course. It's so difficult to conceive Gordon's death.
Yes. Occupational hazard of the theater. Occasionally, violent emotions escape from the stage. Or maybe actors have to play a role, play it through to some terrible conclusion, waiting for the applause that never comes. Well, I'll say goodnight.
There is nothing more you can tell me how he was found?
Oh, Barney Soper, the janitor, found him. He heard screams coming from Dunning's office. He found a colleague of yours there, Marion Webster.
Marion?
You, didn't get along, did you?
No.
She was lying across Dunning's body. Hysteria, shock.
Oh.
She was taken to the hospital, still in no condition to be questioned.
Do you think Marion...
Maybe. Well, I hope you get some sleep tonight. Good night, Miss Stanton.
He's gone. Relax now. Now I can think. Gordon's dead. I killed him. I can't go to prison for that. No. Don't go to pieces. Hold on. You're doing all right. A good performance. The first act is over.
Now, here's a word from RCA Victor. RCA Victor now brings you highlights from Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland in a little nipper giant storybook record album. Within the covers of this colorful storybook album are two RCA Victor non-breakable 45 RPM records. You'll hear such delightful songs as Very Good Advice, The World of My Own, and the Unbirthday Song. You'll listen to the voices of Kathy Beaumont as Alice, Ed Wynn as the Mad Hatter, Sterling Holloway as the Cheshire Cat, and many, many more. And as children listen to these records of Alice in Wonderland, they can turn the pages of this gaily colored Walt Disney storybook and follow Alice on her magic flight into fantasy. This superb little nipper giant storybook record album is available now at record dealers everywhere. Get a copy of the words and music of Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland as soon as you can. Ask for RCA Victor's Little Nipper Giant Storybook Record Album.
And with that, we wrap up the first portion of the Screen Directors Playhouse production of The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell, from 74 years ago, August 23rd, 1951. The second part comes up following these important words.
Power failure, doing without gas or electric service, is something we've all experienced at one time or another. But in time of disaster, due to natural causes or enemy attack, we might have to do without such service for a long time. With refrigerated foods, this can be serious. If power is out for more than 12 hours, eat or cook the most perishable items in your refrigerator before they spoil. If you can't cook them, throw them out. Persons who own freezers should consult their service books. Remember, when power fails, keep your refrigerators and freezers closed.
Now we have the second part of the Screen Directors Playhouse, 74 years ago, August 23rd, 1951.
Here now is the second act of the Screen Directors Playhouse presentation of The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell.
Why is the night all velvet black and strung with furtive thoughts? To lie in darkness and feel a murder tingle at my fingertips. Oh, Michael, I love you. What have I done to our happiness? Sleep, should sleep. My mind has to be clear. Have to act. Keep up the performance. I don't regret Gordon's death. I regret the way he died. I'm glad he's dead. How long ago was it? 2 days, the party at Gordon's house. Gordon's hands on my arm, Gordon's voice in my ear.
Don't sulk, Val. I know what's on your mind. That's why I invited Peter Gunther to the party.
I'll decide for myself about Peter and his play.
Hedda Gabler, that old chestnut.
It's one of the most important roles in the theater, Gordon, and you know it. I think I can play it and play it well.
Val, you're a comedienne. I made you the greatest. Who'll pay money to see you play a tortured, neurotic woman who kills herself because she's ruined a life that was too dull for words anyway?
I'm not just a comic. I'm an actress.
And whether you like it or not, you're no good without me.
Is that all?
That, my pet, is everything. Your life and mine. Now, enjoy yourself while I see to my guests.
Stanton, what would you do for amusement if you couldn't run Gordon through the meat grinder?
Oh, just a little business argument, Marion. We laugh it off.
Don't be cute, Val. You know I'm still in love with Gordon. I don't like what you're doing to him.
Look, there's nothing personal against you.
There's everything personal against me.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry for anything. Valerie Stanton, the toast of Broadway. There's an expression that's common enough for you and cheap enough.
Marion, you...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I got right in your way, didn't I? Did you spill your drinks?
A little out of this glass. You can have what's left.
Now, there's a gentleman. Who are you?
Michael Morrell. And your name?
Me?
Yes.
I'm Valerie Stanton.
How do you do, Miss Stanton? And what do you do?
What do I... Are you serious?
Should I know?
I'm an actress.
A good one?
Oh, for Pete's... Well, I'd say I was promising. Would you mind telling me how you got in here?
I came with Peter Gunther, friend of mine. He's connected with some theatrical nonsense.
Most producers are. Oh, Peter, darling. Over here, dear.
Val, when are we going to have that talk? Oh, hello, Michael. Enjoying yourself?
No.
Val, Peter, what's going on here? Trying to steal my star?
Not unless the star wants to be stolen.
Oh, Gordon, may I introduce Mr.
Michael Morrell, and I'll be running along. Miss Stanton, I'll see you for lunch tomorrow, 1:30 the Chatelaine, and don't be late. Good night.
And who the devil was that?
Friend of mine, and a great admirer of Val's work.
Admirer? Oh, well, he fooled me.
You're not lunching with him tomorrow?
Yes, I think so. Now, Gordon, if you don't mind, Peter and I, business, you know.
Yes, I know. I'm afraid she has some bad news for you, Peter. Tell him, darling.
Think of it, Val. Hedda Gabler, one of the most famous dramatic roles in the world. A cold, ambitious woman destroying all the world around her, and finally herself. Val, you could...
I could, Peter, and I will. I'll tell Gordon tonight.
Well, that's the last of the guests, Val. I'm glad everyone's gone, darling.
I thought we dispensed with caresses some time ago.
Don't you think you're becoming a little too smooth and sharp?
Don't strike at your own image, Gordon. You taught me to be this way.
Yes, I taught you everything. To act, to be a star, to live.
And how to do without you. I'm taking Peter Gunther's offer.
Val, for heaven's sake. I love you. We've built our lives around each other.
That part of our lives is dead.
Not for me. I'm not going to let you go.
You don't have any choice.
Then you don't know me, Val. You don't realize what you're doing.
Perhaps that works both ways, Gordon. And now, good night. The play closes the night after tomorrow. After that, we're through. Bed and room and darkness and memory. And Gordon's dead. I'm learning in the darkness the trade of actress. Now I know what fear is. Now I know what consequence means. I killed Gordon last night and Michael doesn't know. Michael at luncheon at the Chatelaine. I kept the appointment. Oh, waiter, may I see a menu, please?
Don't bother, Miss Stanton. I've already ordered.
Don't I have a choice?
With me, never.
You are an overbearing egotist.
Something we have in common.
Also a liar and a cheat.
Because I didn't pay homage to Valerie Stanton?
Darling, I don't know if I like you.
You like me. And would you mind not calling me darling? You toss affection around as if it were in mass production.
Oh. And you prefer individual attention, huh?
When you start to call me darling, I'd like you to mean it.
That might take a long, long time, Mr. Morell.
Precisely what I have to invest, Miss Stanton.
Well, tell me, what do you do with the balance of your time?
Build.
What?
Buildings, a world.
Oh, an architect?
Yes, I work for the UN. You'd be interested.
Would I? Yes, I think I would.
When?
Well, there's a lovely view of lovely buildings from my terrace. Perhaps I could show it to you tonight. That night at the theater, the performance over, the dressing room mirror, the lights around the mirror, my face in the mirror, fixing my hair, anticipating my evening with Michael Morell, and Gordon sneering at me.
You played that third act as if you were a fire hose.
I'll play it faster if your friend Marion doesn't stop upstaging me.
Oh, by the way, Val, I ran into Peter Gunther this morning.
Well?
I told him it wouldn't be smart to count on you doing Hedda Gabler for him, because you'll never leave me.
Then you've only made a fool of yourself, Gordon.
No, not in the end. And incidentally, Val, I don't approve of that shade of lipstick. I should think you'd play Morell a little more subtly. Good night.
Shut that door.
The Queen commands. We're all slaves.
Oh, Marion, I didn't mean you.
Thank you.
Oh, would you mind coming in for a moment?
Yes, I do mind. What is it?
I need your help, Marion.
You never needed anybody.
You love Gordon. Once he loved you. I interrupted it. But I didn't destroy it. And now
Now you want to get rid of him, but you can't.
Marion, if you really love Gordon, take him away. Fast. He's sick and hurt and confused. You can help him now. I can't.
Okay. But don't change your mind, Valerie. Because once you let him go, you'll never get him back.
And there, Mr. Morell, I give you the city at night.
You know what it looks like?
What?
New York from a penthouse terrace.
Nothing more.
Nothing less.
No vivid images, no gaudy word portraits.
I'm going to kiss you, Valerie.
My guests are usually very impressed. They say, Michael, the view, remember?
I've seen it.
And how many women have you...
For the first time in my life, I don't care. It's not important.
And for the first time in my life...
Yes, Val.
Oh, darling, darling.
And that's the way I wanted to hear you say it.
In the night, in the darkness, thoughts of death and love, and Michael's arms forcing the chill from my life. Michael. The next evening, the last performance of the play, the dressing room again, the newspaper across the makeup table, Jeff Trent's column, and a wave of anger sucking at my stomach as I read. Valerie Stanton today announced she has accepted the starring role in Gordon Dunning's new farce production. And so Peter Gunther's offer to do Hedda Gabler goes begging.
Val, what a pleasant surprise. I was just going down to your dressing room.
This newspaper story. What kind of a double-crossing squeeze play are you pulling now?
Hold it, Val. There's a little more involved here than an actress leaving her producer.
There's nothing more. I won't let you twist things the way you're always trying to.
Val, we loved each
No,
other.
no.
Now, look, if it means so much to you, I'll do Hedda Gabler. We'll be together again.
It's too late for that, Gordon.
Oh, so. Now we get the truth. It's not Gunther. It's not the play. It's Michael Morell, isn't it?
I want to marry him.
How touching. And does he know what he's getting? Or shall I paint a picture for him? I'll tell him things he'll never forget, Val. And what I don't know, I'll make up, and what I can't fill in, I'll leave to his imagination.
That's enough, Gordon.
When I finish, he'll never touch you
Stop
again.
it.
Now, come here, Val. Be smart.
Don't you touch me.
You wanted my arms around you
Get
once.
you. Gordon, stop
I'm
it.
going to keep you if I have to tell the whole foul truth about you. But put down that statue, Val.
Keep away from
I'll
me.
spread your story on every front page in New
No,
York.
I won't. Gordon. Gordon! Yes?
Good morning, Miss Stanton. This is Captain Danbury. The Gordon Dunning case.
Oh. Yes, Captain. I was sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry to awaken you. I wanted to remind you we'll meet you at the theater at 10:30.
Yes, of course. I'll be there. I want to help in every way I can.
Here's a tip for discriminating smokers. You see it in the newspapers. No unpleasant aftertaste. You hear it on the radio. No unpleasant aftertaste. You see it on television. No unpleasant aftertaste when you smoke Chesterfield. It's the biggest plus in cigarette history. Science discovered it. You can prove it. Science discovered that of all brands tested, Chesterfield, and only Chesterfield, leaves no unpleasant aftertaste. Prove it yourself. Smoke a pack of Chesterfields. They're always milder, better tasting, cooler smoking. And Chesterfield is the cigarette that leaves no unpleasant aftertaste. That's the biggest plus in cigarette history. No unpleasant aftertaste. Science discovered it. Prove it yourself. Buy Chesterfields today. You are listening to the Screen Directors Playhouse, one of the weekly features on NBC's All-Star Festival. Brought to you by the makers of Anacin for the fast relief from the pain of headache, neuritis, and neuralgia. By RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, first in television. And by Chesterfield, always milder, better tasting, cooler smoking, plus no unpleasant aftertaste. And that's the biggest plus in cigarette history. The Screen Directors Playhouse presentation of The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell with Carlton Young, will continue in just a moment after a brief pause for station identification.
And we'll return to the final portion of the Screen Directors Playhouse production of The Velvet Touch from 74 years ago, August 23rd, 1951, following these messages.
Know what CONORAD means? It stands for Control of Electromagnetic Radiation. Sounds pretty complicated if you're not an electronic engineer, and yet all you have to do is dial your AM radio to 640 or 1240 in the event of an enemy air attack. And thanks to CONORAD, you will continue to receive official information. Remember, in times of civil defense emergency, for official news and civil defense instructions, dial CONORAD at 640 or 1240 on your AM standard radio.
And it really was complicated. We've talked about it before, and it was very, very complicated. Okay, The Velvet Touch aired in 1948. That's directed by Jack Gage, starring Rosalind Russell, Sidney Greenstreet, Leon Adams, Leo Jen, and Claire Trevor. The movie didn't make back its budget. It was $1.6 million budget, and it only brought in $1.2 million at the box office. A lot of the critics said about the motion picture that, well, it was, Bosley Crowther of the New York Times thought the plot and its conclusion too obvious. He wrote, and quoting, "Since the murder is preparatory business in this new film, we're telling no more than you'll witness 2 minutes after the picture begins. The rest is a long and torturous survey of Miss Russell's efforts to elude discovery as the rather obvious murderess and get on with her promising career. This foregone conclusion of the story is only one of the film's weaknesses." Other people were not really particularly fond of it. It ran 100 minutes, and hopefully running just a little less than 55 minutes, it will tighten it up here. We'll see. Back to the Screen Directors Playhouse, 74 years ago, August 23rd, 1951.
This is the Screen Directors Playhouse. We continue with the third act of The Velvet Touch, starring Rosalind Russell in her original role of Valerie Stanton.
This is the stage of an empty theater, a place of loneliness and ghosts. Gordon Dunning's ghost is here. We've all met to gather evidence to determine who killed him. It was I who killed him. I'm getting used to that now. I'm growing used to my role of innocence.
Look, Miss Stanton, there's Captain Danbury. He's a cop.
I know, Pansy.
The captain buys my newspapers. He'll figure out who did it. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Danbury. I work for the homicide detail. All of you connected with the show are here, with the exception of Miss Marion Webster. She's in a hospital suffering from acute shock caused in some manner by Gordon Dunning's death. And now, suppose we start. Let me see. Abbott, Mr. Ernie Abbott, please.
Yes, sir.
You are the stage manager of the production?
Yes, sir.
Would you mind telling me what you saw backstage last night after the curtain fell?
So, that's all I can tell you. I did my job and talked for a while to Miss Stanton in her dressing room. The only one I saw go up the center aisle toward the stairs was Marion Webster.
He didn't see me. Nobody saw me. Keep calm. But Marion, why does everyone mention Marion?
Mr. Paul Banton.
Yes, sir?
You were Miss Stanton's leading man?
That's right.
Would you tell us your story, please?
So after I phoned my girl, I went to Valerie Stanton's dressing room and thanked her for everything. Then I left.
Did you see Marion Webster after the performance?
Yes. I saw her walking toward the back of the theater. She, looked angry.
Thank you, Mr. Banton. Mr. Barney Soper, janitor.
In the lobby. I didn't see nobody come down those stairs. But I saw somebody go up. Yes, sir. Marion Webster.
Al Ziegler sent me. Guard at the stage entrance. I collected everybody's key. Everybody's, that is, but Marion Webster's.
What's happening here? This isn't what I wanted. They're putting the guilt on Marion. My guilt.
Why don't you ask old Pansy what happened? Marion Webster hated Gordon Dunning. Everyone on Broadway knew that. He gave her the business. That's when she was in love with him. Case of a broken heart. Yeah, a broken heart, and she bopped him on the head.
Oh, no, she
No, I can't let this go on like this. Now when Marion isn't here to defend herself. I've got to tell him. Get it over with. Make an end to it. Captain Danbury!
Yes, Miss Stanton.
I'm all in. Can't we break for lunch?
Oh, certainly. I think we have all we need now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Oh, Miss Stanton.
Yes?
Before we leave, could you spare me a moment, please?
Anything I can do, I'd be
You're
more than...
being very cooperative. Maybe we'll get this case over with fast. You know, I'd like to sleep through just one night, one whole night, you understand. You know, it's a strange thing, this business. I feel like Barney Soper, the janitor. I go around mopping up after people where they spill their emotions. It's very messy. I'm a lousy cop. You want to know why? I'm continually amazed at the good reasons people have for murder.
Captain Danbury, you wanted to talk to me?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I found these 2 letters in Gordon Dunning's desk. He wrote them last night. One of them's addressed to you, the other to Marion Webster. I thought you'd like to read yours. Here. Well, go ahead.
Val, my dear, once again I offer you my deepest gratitude for all you've done. I can only hope that our next years will be as wonderful as all the others. And that...
Don't finish it if you don't want to.
I'd rather not. The letter to Marion...
It, expressed quite a different sentiment.
Valerie.
Michael!
Oh, Mr. Morrell. Well, I'll be seeing you, Miss Stanton.
Oh, Michael, hurry!
Val, I wanted to be with you.
Oh, Michael, it's horrible. When will it end?
It'll pass. We'll go on together.
Oh, how I want us to be together.
Then marry me, Val. Marry me now.
Oh, no, darling.
We'll catch a plane, fly to...
No, Michael. I'd give anything in the world to marry you now. But I can't.
Why not?
At a time like this, the papers, the police...
It'll be over soon. Everything in the case points to one person. I heard Danbury's examination. All the witnesses, all the testimony. It all marks Marion Webster as the killer.
Don't say that, Michael.
Val.
She didn't do it. I know she didn't.
You are upset. I didn't think you cared for her.
Well, what has that got to do with it? Marion loved Gordon. She would have done anything for him. She'd rather kill herself than see him dead.
The police found her with Gordon's body. Her fingerprints were on the statuette.
Well, maybe she went there after he was killed. Maybe she found him dead.
Maybe. Look, Val, you're undergoing the gravest emotional strain of your life. There are 2 ways I can help you. 1, marry me.
I can't, Michael. Not now.
All right, I can understand that. 2, you've got to go back to work. I'm going to phone Peter Gunther and tell him you'll do Hedda Gabler.
Is everything But everything's so simple for you, Michael.
Just as simple as 1 and 1 making 2.
It's no use, Michael. I can't get the feeling of that last scene.
Do you want me to read against you, Val?
No, it's not the words. It's the emotional content. Hedda Gabler's character. I've got to understand that thoroughly.
Rehearsals don't begin for 2 days.
My rehearsals begin the minute I accept a part. What does she feel, this Hedda Gabler? A woman who's destroyed everyone who loved her. A vain, brave creature who puts a bullet through her own brain because the world's no longer fit to live in. I think, after all... Come in.
Good evening. I hope I'm not intruding.
Captain Danbury.
But of course not. We were just going over my new play.
Oh? I dropped in to see how you were, Miss Stanton. You've had quite a burden to bear.
Burden?
Yes, you know, cops get in everybody's hair. You mind if I sit down?
Still tired, Captain?
Well, you know how it is. You hit a case, you ride it hard. Then there's another and another, and one day you go to sleep. And the next day they give you your pension.
And where has it all led you in this particular case? Who do you think killed Gordon Dunning?
Not Marion Webster.
Why not?
Now, the shock she's suffering. It's not the condition of a murderess, but of a tragedy-stricken woman.
I agree, Captain. Marion might have wanted to kill me, but not Gordon.
Perhaps Gordon provided her with an excellent reason.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening.
We know she went to Dunning's office. We know she'd been in love with him, that he was through with her. That's grounds for presuming a violent row. Now, suppose Dunning had pointed a gun at her and she killed him. Self-defense.
Yes, but where was the gun, Mr. Moreau?
He used a different weapon, a more dangerous one. Words. Marion Webster was a desperate, lovesick woman. She made Dunning desperate, too, in his desire to get rid of her. He threatened her in some way, blasted whatever hope of happiness she had. In a fit of passion, Marion picked up the statuette and killed him.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Miss Stanton?
I don't think she did it.
Oh, don't bother. The phone's probably for me. Shoot it. Hello? You're speaking. Oh, good. I'm leaving right away. Thank you. You know, Miss Stanton, it's an odd thing about Marion Webster. You're convinced of her innocence, but in her subconscious mumblings at the hospital, she seems to be convinced of your guilt.
Val, that's idiotic.
Well, you know women. Jealousies. And she's been out of her head.
Did you say she's been?
Yes, I've just been informed that she's finally come around. I'm going to talk to her.
I see.
You want me to send a message?
Yes. Tell Marion I wish her all the luck in the world. Tell her I'd like to visit her.
I'll do that. Maybe we're not so far from the end of the case. Maybe I'll get some sleep yet. Maybe we all will.
Yes, I hope so. I hope we can all rest soon again.
In 1 week, NBC and its affiliated stations broadcast thousands of different programs. News, music, drama, comedy. A world of varied entertainment and information. Who pays for it? The advertisers, naturally, you say. But does the consumer pay for it in the long run? No. And that's one of the miracles of radio. Radio reaches people much more economically than door-to-door selling or penny postcards or magazines. Reaches and sells people vastly more economically than if there were no advertising at all. Only quality products are advertised on NBC, and radio helps bring them to you at the lowest possible cost.
Marion's room. I'm standing outside Marion's room at the hospital. Why don't I touch the doorknob? I'm afraid of her. Afraid of her eyes. Why do they light hospital hallways like this at night? Small red light, small blue light. Red and blue. Red blood on a blue rug. Gordon's death will destroy us all. Open the door. Go in. Face her. Marion? Hello? You? How do you feel?
Why did you come here?
To see you?
You're scared.
No.
You're scared I'll tell what we both know.
Marion.
You don't have to be frightened. My fingerprints were on the statue. They found me in the room. The police will make me the murderess.
Well, I've told Danbury, the reporters, everyone. I don't believe you did it.
How nice of you.
Marion, it wasn't murder. It wasn't. He said things, vile things. He frightened me. I didn't know what I was doing.
You'll get away with it. You've got the velvet touch. Everything breaks for you. Everything breaks me in half.
I'd better go, Marion.
If you weren't corrupt, if there was anything inside of you but a career, you couldn't do what you're doing.
What else can I do?
Throw yourself out that window. No. You'll go on living with yourself. God help you, Valerie.
Now get out of here. Yes, I'll go. What am I? What's inside me? I'll show her. I'm strong enough to face myself. Captain Danbury, I know it's late.
That's all right, Miss Stanton. Won't you have a chair?
I want to talk to you about Marion.
The Webster woman? You know, everybody wants to talk to me about something or other. They all want to tell me things. Theories, ideas. You know, people confuse me. Someday somebody is going to come in here and say something really reasonable, like confessing to a murder. Not a crackpot, but legitimate. Then I'll begin liking people again. And go home and get some sleep. What do you want to tell me?
Oh,
excuse me. Danbury. When? Okay, make a report. Thank you. That was the hospital, Miss Stanton.
Marion?
She threw herself out the window. She's dead.
No. Gordon is dead. Marion is dead. I go on. How? Why? An agony of fear and guilt. I can't go on thinking like this. I've got a play to do. Act, rehearse, watch the director, watch Peter Gunther. Create a character. Show them I can do it.
Val, for heaven's sakes, wake up. That's your cue.
What? I'm sorry, Peter.
You've got to build this, Val. You can do it. Now, you cross the stage into the wings. You've gone to get the revolver. You return. Cross into the alcove. In a few seconds, you're going to kill yourself. Valerie, make that audience listen for the shot, as if it's the most terrifying sound in the world. Now, let's try it again, please.
No, I can't, Peter. I'll never feel the part, never.
Okay. Break for 10 minutes. Clear the stage. Val, what's wrong?
Peter, why does it have to be the same theater? Even the same dressing room?
I was lucky to get any theater at all.
Peter, you'd better go. I'll take care of Val.
Thanks, Michael.
Val, must actresses be temperamental?
It's no use, Michael. It's only 3 days to opening. I don't have any confidence. Michael, I've lost something. I'm not the same.
Do you love me, Val?
You know I do.
Then will you act for me? Not for Peter, not for the cast, not for the audience. For nobody but me.
If I could see you. If I knew you were here.
I will be here at every rehearsal.
Darling. Oh, darling.
Now, come on. Let's show them a Hedda Gabler they've never seen before.
It's coming. The old feeling, the authority, the possession. Hedda Gabler. I'm Hedda Gabler now. Sending a man to his death, sending myself to destruction. What a play, what a magnificent play. 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. Make the days go. Make it opening night. Make the past disappear. Opening night.
Let me see you, darling. You don't look a bit nervous.
I'm scared to death.
You've looked forward to this night.
Now, I wish it had never come. Well, we'd better get down to the theater.
I want to make some kids happy first.
What kids?
Oh, just kids, friends of mine. Autograph these pictures.
I don't even have a pen.
Well, here, use mine.
All right. Something sweet. Oh, red ink, very distinctive. Something personal. There and there. Oh, Michael, I smeared it.
Here's a blotter.
Thanks.
Val, what is it?
The blue blotter. Red ink.
What of it?
It's nothing. I just remembered something. Something I don't want to remember. Oh, why can't I forget?
I'll get it, darling. Oh, Captain Danbury.
You mind if I come in?
Oh, please do, Captain. We were just leaving for the theater.
Yes, opening night. Must be quite a thrill. You know, I've got some good news for you. Might help you give a better performance.
What is it, Captain?
The Gordon Dunning case is closed.
Why?
All the evidence pointed to Marion Webster. She's dead. There's no use keeping the file open.
And everyone has been cleared?
That's right, Miss Stanton.
I'm glad it's over.
Oh. Well, then I suppose, Captain, that I won't be seeing you anymore.
Oh, I'll be seeing you. Tonight. I'll be at the theater. Good luck.
Oh, Michael. Michael.
It's through. Done with, Val. We can be married.
Oh, I cannot believe
There's
it.
nothing more to worry about.
Oh, I never was really worried. It was just, well, any investigation, you know, is uncomfortable.
Don't be silly. You were scared stiff.
What? Michael? Why did you say that?
Well, I meant the play.
No.
Your performance.
No, you didn't.
Val, it's all over.
It isn't all over. It's just begun between you and me. You think I was frightened because...
It's late, Val.
You think I killed Gordon?
Didn't you?
It never ends, does it? It goes on and on and on.
I knew the day I asked you to marry me, and you refused.
And you still wanted me?
Val, I love you. I've lost too many things in my life.
Michael, a man was killed. I killed him. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
I had my own happiness to think of. My life with you.
With no thought of decency?
That's a strange word coming from you, Valerie.
Michael!
Didn't you hold your own silence, twist and turn and lie and let Marion die with the stigma of murder? If you told Danbury the truth, then you could talk to me of decency.
Yes. You're right, Michael. Somewhere we both went off the road.
Because we loved each other and wanted each other.
No. Because I'm a coward.
What good are recriminations now, Val? We've already gone beyond good and evil.
I love you, Michael. But I've acted for myself. What I'll do now, I'll do for myself, too. Please take me to the theater.
Terrific performance, Miss Stanton. Just great.
The play is not over yet, Ernie.
3 acts down, only 1 to go.
I want you to do something for me. You know Captain Danbury?
Sure, we all do.
Find him for me. He's out there in the audience. Find him and tell him to come backstage for the last act. He can watch it from the wings.
It's not good for her to see us at this distressing work. I'll tell you what, Mrs. Elstead, we'll work together in the evenings, eh?
I hear what you're saying, Captain.
There she is, Captain Danbury.
Yes.
This is the scene that makes her or breaks her.
Oh, I dare say, Judge.
Danbury, I saw you come backstage.
Oh, hello, Morrell.
I happen to be
Miss
out.
Stanton called me.
Why?
Blessed evening with all
I don't
the
know.
pleasures in life.
But I can hope.
Here she comes now for the pistol.
Captain Danbury, take this note, please.
It's a wonderful performance, Miss Stanton.
Give me the gun, Ernie. I'm sorry, Michael.
You know the play, Captain? Real big ending. She kills herself. Oh, I hope I'm not spoiling it for you.
Shut up.
Yes, don't study yourself, but you don't know just right.
Captain Danbury.
What you want.
I killed Gordon Dunning. Valerie Stanton.
Danbury, that pistol, she's going into the curtained alcove.
What's the matter? It's loaded with blanks.
Who loaded it?
She did.
Shot herself. Shot herself in the temple. Good God, people don't do such things.
Okay, curtain calls. Curtain calls, everyone.
Val, please, come out. Come out of that alcove.
She had the guts to write the note. She'll come out. Well, here she comes.
Michael, you understand?
I understand, darling.
Well, Captain Danbury, I'm ready.
Take another bow, Miss Stanton. You've earned it.
Thank you, Rosalind Russell, for a wonderful performance. Our star will return in just a moment. You know, the human voice is a marvelous instrument. Words on paper, cold words, have only as much color, as much power, as the individual reader gets out of them. But take these same words and have them spoken. Put them in the mouth of a Winston Churchill, and they come rumbling and roaring to life. Yes, whether you're selling ideas or products, people sell better than paper. Advertisers realize this. It's why they pay the price of 30 minutes on a radio network for the privilege of speaking to you for a total of only 3 minutes about their products. They reach you in other ways, too, in magazines and newspapers, for instance. But they know that only on network radio can they reach so many so intimately. And because the advertiser benefits through the privilege of speaking to you in your own home, you benefit by the hundreds of hours of top-flight entertainment each week on radio. Next week, the Screen Directors Playhouse presents another great motion picture story. Our adaptation is Mother is a Freshman, starring Loretta Young and William Lundigan. And now here again is tonight's star, Rosalind Russell.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't quite know how an actress makes a grateful bow with her voice, but that's what I'm trying to do now. And offer my thanks to Jack Gage, the director of The Velvet Touch. Jack couldn't be with us tonight, but to represent the Screen Directors Guild, here is one of his next-door neighbors at RKO, the very excellent director of They Live by Night, A Woman's Secret, and Knock on Any Door, Mr. Nicholas Ray.
Thank you, Roz. And the Screen Directors Guild has only one fault to find with The Velvet Touch.
Well, one's not bad. What is it?
We frown on actresses who murder their directors. Nothing personal, just self-preservation.
Don't you worry, Nick. We're very much in favor of keeping our directors strong, healthy, and happy. That's our own form of self-preservation. Without them, whew, what a horrible thought.
Well, Gordon Dunning in the story was more of a producer than director anyway.
Oh, the producer of the picture was terrified by the whole thing.
Why? All he had in it was money.
I know. That's why the producer was terrified.
Who was the producer, Roz?
I was.
Well, then you had nothing to worry about. With a star like Roz Russell, who could go wrong?
Oh, thank you.
Good night, Roz.
Good night. Thank you, Nick. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Velvet Touch was presented through the courtesy of RKO, distributors of the Howard Hughes presentation, His Kind of Woman, starring together for the first time Robert Mitchum and Jane Russell. Rosalind Russell will soon be seen in the new comedy Never Wave at a Whack. Nicholas Ray's current production for RKO is Flying Leathernecks in Technicolor, starring John Wayne and Robert Ryan. Included in tonight's cast were Carlton Young, Joan Banks, Bill Conrad, Martha Wentworth, Stan Waxman, Paul Dubov, Herb Vigran, and Dan Riss. The Velvet Touch was adapted for radio by Richard Allen Simmons. Screen Directors Playhouse is under the production supervision of Howard Wiley and directed by Bill Karn. This is Jimmy Wallington speaking and inviting you to listen again next week when the Screen Directors Playhouse presents Mother is a Freshman, starring Loretta Young and William Lundigan.
Monday through Friday, hear Life Can Be Beautiful on NBC.
74 years ago, August 23rd, 1951, Screen Directors Playhouse on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our webpage at classicradio.stream to support the podcast. Your support is always appreciated. Coming up next, something very special from Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll.
If you are planning a new building, the architect can make inexpensive changes in his design to shield against the dangers of radioactive fallout. This technique is called design slanting, which simply means designing for added fallout protection without adversely affecting the use, appearance, or cost of a building. To learn more about slanting, contact your local civil defense director.
Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll always saw the value of reinventing themselves over the years. They originally started out as basically a daily soap opera. They reinvented themselves in the early 1940s into a situation comedy. Then they reinvented themselves in the late 50s as disc jockeys. And that's what you're going to hear here. The Amos and Andy Music Hall. Now, I have to tell you that we only have excerpts of this show. We don't have many of these shows at all. We just acquired a few copies of it, but there are only like 5 or 6 episodes out there total. They ran a half hour, and they're mostly music. But let's listen to this highly edited episode and heavily edited episode of the program that aired 66 years ago, August 23rd, 1959, as Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll celebrate their 30th radio anniversary.
It's the Amos and Andy Music Hall's best show of the week. Jim Amici inviting you to the Amos and Andy Music Hall's best show of the week. Brought to you at this time by Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll, Amos and Andy, and starring George Kingfish Stevens as Master of Ceremonies. Today's best Amos and Andy show of the week is a very unusual one. This past Wednesday, Amos and Andy started their 31st year of network broadcasts. It was a big anniversary, and the boys celebrated it with a very unusual show. Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll, the creators and portrayers of Amos and Andy on radio, were interviewed on the Amos and Andy show by their own characters of Amos, Andy, and the Kingfish. For those of you who missed this anniversary show, we're happy to present it now as the Amos and Andy Best Show of the Week.
This here's a nervous Kingfish saying, "Welcome to the Amos and Andy Music Hall."
Yeah, you is shaking a little bit, Kingfish. Hello, everybody.
How is you, folks? And I know what the Kingfish is shaking about. You see, tonight, we has got the most unusual situation that I has done ever heard of on radio. The 3 of us is going to interview Mr. Gosden and Mr. Correll.
Yeah, Kingfish, explain to me how this here thing works, will you?
Well, you see, Andy, these fellas, Mr. Gosden and Mr. Carell, raised us. They is just like our parents.
Is one of them a woman?
No, they is men. In other words, on radio, they does us.
It sounds to me around here like somebody done been reincarnated.
Explain to Andy who is who, Kingfish. Well, all I can tell you about Mr. Gosden and Mr. Carell is this, Andy. When they ain't them, they is us. Or vice versa. Oh, this is a nerve-wracking thing here.
You know, if one of our friends walked in here during this interview, they would send us to a head shrinker or a psychiatrist or something.
Tell me this, Kingfish. Has you got any questions in mind that you was going to ask these fellas? If I got any questions? Boy, the first thing I go ask them. Oh, I got one question right off the bat. Yeah, I'm waiting to ask them my first question, because...
Wait a minute, that's them now.
Oh, me, what is the first question I'm going to ask them? Let's do the best we can here. Come in. Well, Mr. Freeman Gosden.
And Mr. Charles Carell.
Well, hello there, fellas.
We're glad to see you.
Gentlemen, sit down in these two chairs here and get comfortable, because we want to ask you all some questions. Amos, you go ahead and start off here. All right. Mr. Gosden, would you tell me something? How did you happen to create my character? Well, Amos, when we originally started this thing, we wanted one character to be a real good American. We wanted him to be truthful, honest, and sympathetic. We wanted a man who would get married and be a good husband and a good father. And it might interest you to know, old boy, that we took your name from the Bible, the book of Amos.
Oh, how about me, Mr. Carell? Well, Andy, in a way, you see, we had to have a contrast to Amos. Contract? No, a contrast. You see, we needed an opposite to Amos.
In other words, you is a bum.
No, not exactly, Kingfish. You see, we couldn't have two characters alike. You see, Amos is hardworking and energetic.
Oh, and is a lazy bum.
Now, wait a minute here. Let me ask you this. You gentlemen started this mess 30 years ago today. Tell me this. How did you get started?
Well, boys, believe it or not, we started out as singers, and pretty bad ones. However, we fooled the Victor Company and made about 15 or 20 records.
And it's been quite an expense buying these records up and taking them out of circulation, too.
Well, what did your singing on records have to do with us getting started? Well, after making about 20 songs on records, the Victor Company called us up one day and asked us to come down and listen to a new release. Well, we hot-footed it down and thought we were going to hear one of our new recordings. But much to our surprise, they played us a record made by Bing Crosby, Harry Barris, and Al Rinker, known at that time as the Rhythm Boys. The record was Mississippi Mud. It was a great record and became very popular. We merely turned to the head of the Victor Company and said, that is what we've been trying to do. And that record, Mississippi Mud, by the Rhythm Boys, believe it or not, ended our musical career. Well, if you can't sing, you can't sing, can you?
You got a point there, Kingfish.
Then what did you do, Mr. Gosden? Well, we started a thing something like you boys are doing now, and we called them Sam and Henry. This was on radio station WGN in Chicago.
Well, is we related in any way to Sam and Henry, Mr. Carell? Well, you might call yourselves first cousins.
Well, how did we get started as Amos and Andy, Miss Carell? That's what I want to know.
Well, you see, we gave the name of Sam and Henry to the local Chicago Tribune station. And at that time, we wanted to have our program go from coast to coast. So we parted company with Sam and Henry and created a new series called Amos and Andy. That's when you were born.
Now, when you created these characters, I want to ask you one question. I ain't never understood it. I never will. But if you don't mind, would you explain to me one thing, Mr. Gosden or Mr. Carell?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Ask anything you want to, Kingfish.
Well, why did you make me like you made me? Why is I lazy? Why is it that I seem like I know everything, but I don't? Why is I always scheming And why, as I like, I is. Now say that to me, Miss Garson, will you? Well, Kingfish, we have met a lot of people like you in our lifetime. In fact, there are a lot of kingfishers in this world, and I think almost everybody knows one. You are sort of a composite character of a lot of people that we actually knew. A lot of men who always thought you could get rich without working. They try their schemes, they don't work out, but they keep trying. And most of them are always in debt or in trouble. Well, I'll say that was a dirty trick you done to me.
I can understand the character of the kingfish doing that to him, but why did you ever give the man a mother-in-law like he got? Why did you do that to him, Mr. Corell? Well, mother-in-laws are greatly exaggerated. I personally have a very sweet mother-in-law, and so does Freeman. But there has been a long tradition that the mother-in-laws are sort of characters, and a mother-in-law sets up a funny situation. And we might say, for comedy reasons, we gave the Kingfish what we think is a very funny mother-in-law. But to you, Kingfish, I guess she is a little on the hard-boiled side. Well, if you'll all excuse me, I think you done picked a pretty droopy petunia for his wife, too.
Let me ask Mr. Garson a question here. When you all started in radio, what was the other things that was on the air about that time? Well, Amos, there were the Happiness Boys, the Atwater Ken Hour, Clico Club Eskimos. Gene Austin was a popular singer. Rudy Valet, B.A. Ross, Lucky Strike Orchestra. Well, Mr. Garson and Mr. Corral, I guess you all have had your ups and downs with us like everybody else. You certainly is lucky to have had a lot of sponsors over the years, ain't you?
Yes, Kingfish, I think Freeman will agree with me when I tell you that we have had a wonderful group of sponsors connected with the Amos and Andy radio show. First, there was the Pepsodent Company, then Campbell's Soup. We had Rinso for Lever Brothers, Rexall Drugs, and now a fine group of sponsors on the Music Hall today.
Mr. Garson and Mr. Corral, as creators of Amos and Andy, and this being your 30th anniversary, what do you gentlemen think was the most interesting situation that you ever had with us characters? What do you think, Miss Garson? Well, Amos, that's a very good question. You know, in the old days, we had some situations that we hoped would hold the public's interest for several weeks at a time. But to answer your question, I think the most outstanding series that we ever had on the Amos and Andy radio show was, without question, the Madam Queen breach of promise suit.
Oh, yeah, that was a little tough on me. I certainly had to sweat out that mess. You gentlemen had that woman suing me for everything I had. She had the evidence against me. She had my love letters asking her cold turkey to marry me. And when they got me on that witness stand in the courtroom, I never will forget that.
You gentlemen have been pretty lucky with your health to be able to keep going for 30 years.
Oh, we've had our ups and downs. I guess we try to catch our colds on the weekends. And on one or two occasions, we've broadcast from hospitals.
You know, speaking of colds, I try not to catch one, but Mr. Garson, every time you get one, me and Amos catches it.
Yeah, and the same thing happens to me with Mr. Corell, too.
Let me ask you all another question. When you started the Amos and Andy series 30 years ago on the network, did you gentlemen ever dream that it would last this long? What do you think, Miss Corell?
Well, Amos, you've touched a nerve there. We weren't sure it'd last 3 weeks. And at the end of the first year, on New Year's Eve, we got together and talked it over. We were very grateful for our first year, and I never will forget. We both shook hands and we made a hope that it would last just another year. And I think we've been doing that every New Year's Eve since.
30 years is a long time, gentlemen, especially this punishment that I go through with on this show. Well, Kingfish, besides you boys, we have had some very fine actors helping us. The Kingfish's wife, Sapphire, the mother-in-law, Algonquin J. Calhoun, the lawyer, and many other fine people. Do you gentlemen write the stuff that we say here? Well, for the first 10 or 15 years we wrote it, and then we had some writers to come in and help us. But for the past 11 years, we have had two boys by the name of Joe Connolly and Bob Mosher write the entire shows. And I will say one thing for the boys. They understand you characters as well as we do, if not better. Well, Miss Garza and Mr. Carell, I think this has been a pretty informative interview on your 30th anniversary for network radio.
Well, we've enjoyed it, Kingfish. It's been an opportunity for us to say hello to our friends. Listening to the Amos and Andy Music Hall's Best Show of the Week. Today you heard a repeat broadcast of the Amos and Andy's 30th anniversary show, originally heard last Wednesday evening. This is Jim Amici inviting you to join us every night, Monday through Friday, at our regular time. The Amos and Andy Music Hall's Best Show of the Week is produced by Sam Pierce and directed by Cliff Howell. Executive producers, Joe Conley and Bob Moser.
Now, it's obvious that this was kind of network filler. The Best of the Week from Amos and Andy was only a quarter-hour show, but I can't find it scheduled anywhere. Now, granted, it may have been bumped from some of the places I've looked at, but I don't see it even being regularly scheduled anywhere. The only thing we see regularly scheduled was the 7:05 nightly show that ran at this point in time. Anyway, it was fun to hear them interview themselves, wouldn't you say, and explain how it all came about. Freeman Gosden, Charles Carell, Amos and Andy, August 23rd, 1959, 66 years ago, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Hope you'll join us for our Sunday show, and on that Sunday show, it'll all be crime and drama. Somebody Knows, the final episode of that short-run summer series, and the unsolved murder of Elizabeth Short. Harry Lime, starring Orson Welles, and The Ticket to Tangiers. Lights Out, the story of the sub-basement. Inner Sanctum Mysteries, and we'll wrap it up with Lum and Abner. Have yourself a great Saturday. We'll see you Sunday for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.